we're home. We're live.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Ooh, woo.
Oh no, it's the dabs again.
Ooh.
That's always the
Woo.
vibes. What were you expecting? I don't know what you were expecting, honestly.
I honestly do them because I know it annoys you, and since Falwyn has done so many things wrong, despite what your Zoom background might say.
Falwyn!
I have to punish you and your character. So.
I support Iz's decision.
I feel like
I
this
think
is.
we all do.
I feel like this is an international crime right now. Just saying.
I don't have such an excuse because I can punish your character in game. I just think it's funny to do it ironically and then slowly not ironically.
That's how it gets you.
So, welcome to Season 4, Episode 3, Eren's Gambit of Quest the Soaring City. I'm just feeling something today. I'm in a good mood. I think it's gonna be a good session. I'm excited. The party was Nunu's face, just giving me life.
Never a good sign.
The party, except for Falwyn, has been on Valerith, flying to Shamsara to rescue the doctor via political injunction, and we just arrived there. Political injunction meaning they went to their contact to the Empire garrison and went, please stop this. And it worked. For now.
Hey.
Diplomacy. Last we left the doctor, he was in a cell somewhere underneath the mesa in Shamsara with 2 hit points. It was 0 hit points, but then Naima drank a potion.
2 hit points
Thanks,
is more
Naima.
than enough. Anyone who says otherwise is being greedy.
That's all you need.
I mean,
Just-
valid.
Yeah. So that's roughly speaking the recap. There's some other stuff that happened, but that's the important cliff notes for today. Why don't we go through our lovely people? I'm Nat, in case you didn't know, and just say who we are really briefly. Chucking it to Sam to start.
Hey, I am Sam. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Ro the Naturalist, who goes by they or any pronouns. I'll drop it down to Nunu below.
Hello, I'm Nunu, he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Zayke Sarkar, he, they pronouns, the Charm Blades. Izza.
Hello, I'm Izza, she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Faris, the invoker, who also uses she, her pronouns. Megan.
Hello, I am Megan, and I play Lena, the spy, and we both use she, her pronouns. And up to the doer of many wrong things.
Feels incorrect. Hello, I am Robert. I go by he, him pronouns, and I shall be playing Dr. Falvin Denor, the doctor, who goes by he, they, and them pronouns. I also have 2 hit points.
Hell yeah. Of course, if you're looking for Robert on the internet, you need to add Alan voice actor after it. It's important.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm your walking meme guide, and I use he, they, and he pronouns. And we are going to just kick right in with Dr. Denor. So you were in your cell, and not honestly for you, not a whole lot of time has passed here. You're at 2 HP. And there's just a very polite rasp of metal on metal. Like a metal gauntlet striking against a metal bar.
I'm gonna look towards the noise. It sounds quite polite, and I like polite things.
Yeah. So as you kind of lean up to look in that direction, body is in pain. And you see an individual with you see the first thing you see is a couple arms that you caught before, entirely stylized and embossed in beautiful ink work. Their face obscured via a mask of bronze with spikes. And a masculine voice comes out saying, Dr. Fallen Denor, I presume.
Would be correct. Who may I ask? I am in the acquaintance with.
He sits down cross-legged on the other side of the bars, outside the cell. People usually call me the Inksmith.
That's an interesting name.
It has a history behind it.
How may I help you, Inksmith?
I come here offering partnership of a way. I'm sure you've met the Radiant. I'm sure that left an unpleasant taste in your mouth.
I've had worse. But, not the nicest person.
We are fellow council members in the Council of the Sun, and we don't always see eye to eye, and I just thought you might appreciate a little bit of an update on your situation.
Yeah, I would, very much like an update. Also, if, we could get rid of this befizzle thing, that would be so nice, because then I could heal myself.
I don't think that's going to happen, but
you
being wounded,
a try.
You being wounded, I could do something about. And he reaches a gauntleted hand out across the bars into the cell, and it glows gently. On the inside, it is open to the skin. You can see more intricate inkwork.
Nice. Just assuming I suppose do reach my hand out and grasp the hand.
As you grasp the hand, like this nimbus, just softly, like someone lining the dimmer switch up behind them, and you feel your wounds and your aches and your pains just melt away, and you regain all your hit points.
Not even an oblation. This is very nice.
Some people are cooler than Faris.
Oh, that is not true.
Sounds made up.
Fighting words.
You don't want to fight the Inksmith, is a...
I think she does. After getting healed, just like... I did not expect one of you to... All right. Thank you very much. Is Eren... Oh, I'm sorry. Is a Radiant going to come back here and try to kill me again? Because that would be very, against my plans.
Well, his actions have been stayed via political injunction from the Empire. Officially speaking, they want to interview you due to some undisclosed purpose. Now, it's quite clearly a stall tactic, as the only method of conveyance for the liaison was the entire city of Valerith. So, I have a feeling your friends are coming here to address the fact that you're here.
Alvin, you fucking idiot.
You should count yourself lucky for having friends as dedicated as they are.
I mean... Inksmith. Really weird to just keep saying that, but whatever.
It is the Inksmith. If the article makes it feel more formal, that is preferred.
Still a little weird to just, in a sentence, say, excuse me, the Inksmith, but it's fine, don't worry. I mean, I guess people call me the doctor, so whatever.
He's wearing this mask, but you can just tell, like, the little smile lines. It's like he's very entertained by this.
You know, the whole reason I stayed behind here was to keep them out of it and, get a cure for the most prevalent and pertinent and dangerous disease currently afflicting our entire world, and I have just kind of failed at all of that, like the fool I am. And it is frustrating, especially because, you know what, honestly, I felt like Eren and I had some kind of a thing going on, and I did not think he was going to try to kill me, but of course he did, because I should have. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. Just.
Eren's tactics involve holding someone up until they're no longer useful to him. Your unwillingness to betray your friends, to betray the exile, made you less useful to him.
Oh, I just... All right, well, where do we go from here? What is going to happen next?
Go. You sit on your ass until your friends show up with a political injunction to release you.
Okay, so that is... I did not mean physically go. I meant in the metaphorical sense, which you just explained to me where we go from here. I apologize. I'm a little frustrated in this cramped cell that I've been stuck in, befizzled for quite a long time.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was sent here for one official task. I was asked to move you into your non-temporary holding chambers.
You know, if...
See, the way I phrased that was very particular.
I'm just going to say is that if it wasn't for the fact that you feel a little bit less... what's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive than Eren, I would think that the non-temporary holding quarters was a casket.
No. They want to put you in the palace to show that you are a honored prisoner because their gracious ally wants to talk to you. It's very bullshit.
All right. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Do I have your word that you'll come quietly so we can just walk there? Otherwise, I'll have to bring other people and get involved, and it sounds so messy.
If it was Eren taking me, I might put up a fight because I've now come to the point of disliking him.
Most people do eventually.
Yeah. You have done no direct disservice to me. I have no reason to cause you any trouble.
Oh, and you'll probably want this. And just into a bag that was slung all the way behind his back and pulls out your mask.
Oh, thank you. This, I felt naked without it.
I was also led to believe it was a health risk to have you move through the city without it.
Yeah, well, that is why I feel naked without it. I constantly am feeling like I am killing people around me when I'm not wearing it.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing else. We can be on our way. And he stands up, doing a little like cross-legged stand up, straight up. Taps the cell, doesn't even touch the lock, and it just unlocks.
It's kind of like, because Falwin's been kind of just like leaned up against a wall while talking to him. Just like, push off the wall, feeling a lot better, and just, all right. Do I walk in front of you so you can watch me, to the side of you? How do you want to do this?
Casually.
All right.
Don't talk to anyone else. Here you go.
And then I kill him with my scythe. No.
Yeah, I actually do need to ask, because I don't intend to RP through the walk through the city. Do you intend to make a move?
No.
Okay.
No. Ideas.
All right.
Just reach out and take his hand. Just hold hands as you walk through the city.
Just grasp his hand. And,
The only kind of move
casually.
that you need to make.
Oh, your hands are so soft.
Oh my god, there was only
Who's
one
checking
free
for
room in
sparks?
the palace.
Oh my god, there was only one free room.
I guess we'll have to share a bed though.
Oh my god, there's only one bed.
Oh no, this is horrible.
Carry on.
But yes, I go with them quietly.
I'm sorry, I was going to carry on, and then you just blasted out of my entire head. Back on Valerith, the gleaming city of Shamsara that crests upon the mesa over the desert is quickly approaching. One might say it's approaching with alacrity. It's important. And we are, and we're just jumping the group back together after the shenanigans of last time. So I have like 2 questions. First of all, if like 4 hours have passed, do you think you've hauled the Jaeger, the stone soul inhabitable construct back to the spire?
How did that get upstairs?
Ask Naima.
Yeah. And besides that, I think everyone is gathered. You've had a few hours to time to prepare. You'll be docking. You'll be at Shamsara properly in an hour. And unless there's something else that someone needs to get done drastically, there's a knock at your door. Everyone's there.
Faris will go open it.
Open it, you find yourself face to face with the blood red hair of Garrus. Big swoop to the side, and you reaches out a hand. Says, "Well, good news. Good news. So far, Shamsara is complying and has cleared the city to dock for the first time in a couple decades. Valerith's going to dock in Shamsara."
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Besides that, everyone's in the mood seems a little off here. Everyone a little like,
Oh, we always have a million things going on, so.
I just think people be in a good mood because the plan is working. I've been led to believe that doesn't always happen.
Does it feel like we're in a good mood? How's Garrus feel?
There is a level of infectiousness, just kind of, energy begets energy, but it's really subtle. He's got it cranked down right now. Well, I only have a couple pieces of business beforehand. First of all, I've named all of you as my personal entourage to protect me. All that stuff. The Vertex, their version of their leader, wants to talk to Alika when they're there, so that'll probably be happening off to the side. It's just you visit, you're there, you shake hands with the people in charge.
Someone's going to be with Alika, right? When she goes to see them.
We have other guards, of course.
Good, make sure she's well protected there.
Of course. And besides that, I just need to have a quick conversation with Faris.
Okay.
Unless there's any questions. Excellent. Come on. And he just walks out of your flat.
Kind of just glances back at Lena while she walks out.
Better you than me.
I don't like this guy, Lena.
Oh, really? I was thinking to make him my new best friend because I just love his company so much. It's a means to an end. He's fine.
What's an anchorage?
It is a city in Alaska.
What's in Alaska?
It is a small area to the north of here.
it. We're gonna slide over. It's funny. You know, I'd like to point out that I literally in the last scene described the person who's like the bad person as he holds people up until they stop being useful to him, and then Lena and Zayke are like, this fucker means to an end.
But it's okay when we do it because we're the protagonists.
It's been established that Lena and Zayke are not the best people.
Welcome to
No heroes,
Quest,
no
the
gods.
Soaring City.
No heroes, no gods.
Oh my
But
god.
we're not gonna
Zero
fucking-
is
but
confused.
Lena has never pretended to be like a good person.
Also, we're not going to kill Garrus when we're done with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, also,
We're
minor
just gonna
detail.
ghost it. We're
Slight
just gonna
difference
ghost him.
there.
We're just gonna stop answering his phone calls.
Ghost him.
Ghost him, yeah.
Not
Like it.
kill him, ghost him.
So much better. So much
We're not
better.
gonna
Anyway,
make him
That was
a
going to be
ghost.
my question.
Yeah, we're not gonna make him a ghost.
Faris, walking out into the hallway, you... I just got that one. Anyway. It's walking in the hallway. You feel a twinge of, like, anxiety. And Garrus turns and goes, so, I have a reason to believe that, a former Solari that I think you have personal connection with might have information regarding some of Eren's past misdeeds. Does the name Neural mean anything to you?
Yes. We
Oh.
trained and graduated together.
Shortly after you got exiled, they disappeared off the map, so to speak. Resurfacing recently, it is the current theory is that they disappeared due to pressures making this information disappear.
Okay.
I don't have a personal way to reach out to them, but you might know people who do.
So they are not in Shamsara anymore?
No,
Or they've...
believe that they are. They just come up from underground.
Okay.
You seem confused. Is there a problem?
No, I'm just thinking about how much of a fucking mess I left behind.
We all have regrets we carry.
Mm-hmm. Some more than others, I guess. So what? I know what the Radiant did. Or do they have more concrete
Faris, this
information?
is a matter of having proof.
I won't lie, that's kind of an interesting prospect.
No, take it or don't, but it's there. Now, we'll be docking soon, and we need to be on the eastern edge of the city, ready for that within 30. So, tell your friends to be all, tell them look nice.
Oh,
They
yeah, I'll
usually
put
do.
on the fancy armor, make a show of it. I'm assuming that since I'm down as one of the people accompanying you, they can't really do anything about me being there.
Diplomatic immunity might get thrown around, yeah? Pretty
Fantastic.
nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, look nice, make them jealous. Your armor looks better than theirs.
Thank you.
And I am off. And he heads off.
Thank you.
He turns like halfway down the stairs. Well, let's not play games here. I'm doing this because you're a very useful friend to have.
I know.
But it's good to have friends. Turns around.
Yep. I shall head back inside.
Who knew Faris could be called useful and reply with "I know"? Who would have guessed? Not me.
Powerful.
You just
Character
Just-
development.
Yay.
I was putting
Fucking
something
4
in chat.
seasons.
As soon as you say that, I'm just like, huh, how about that?
She's getting there. She's getting there.
Proud of you.
So, we're getting ready, yes? What's the plan exactly? We're just gonna waltz into Shamsara and find where the doctor is and break
He
them
wants
out?
us to look as presentable and fancy as possible, and we need to be on the eastern side of the city in 30 minutes. We have diplomatic immunity, so unless they want to start a war, there shouldn't be any problems.
Well, the thing is, we have diplomatic immunity as long as we also uphold our ends of the deal, right? If we start snooping around and trying to find that idiot, then, yeah.
Well, the idea is that
Well, Garrus is going to talk
going
to-
there, yeah, to talk to him.
So they'll bring the
Yeah.
idiot to
Released.
us.
But
Yeah. We just need
Okay,
to be
so
on our
are
best
we-
behavior.
Yes.
for the first
Although,
time in
speaking
forever,
of snooping,
are we just gonna assume that this thing's gonna go without any problems? Because it never has, ever, once.
oh, I'm well aware of that, but we need to try and put an outward show of, adhering to our diplomatic process or whatever.
Okay, well,
Not my
improvising it is
forte.
then.
But
But also, speaking of sneaking around,
yes.
Yes.
Garrus mentioned that one of my former cohorts who apparently disappeared after I was exiled, which seems to be a running theme, recently resurfaced and might have some direct proof of all the shit Eren did to me and what he was planning on doing to Valerith, and
That sounds interesting.
That could be useful.
I won't lie, I kind of feel like I want to make him pay.
Well, now,
So what do
Yeah.
we need to do?
I mean, I'm not sure exactly what Garrus is going to expect us to do when we get there, but it's my understanding that these things take a long time. Maybe there would be the opportunity to look out for them or try and contact them.
Yeah. I mean, you never know when someone might just slip out of a room through a hole in the floor.
Exactly.
If you know how to get a hold of them.
I don't. But
Well, maybe
We
they'll
have-
get a hold of you if they see that you're back.
maybe, or if Janan is still in the city, maybe she could go find them for us. I don't know. I
Well,
literally just heard
options.
about it, but anyway, I'm gonna go put the fancy armor on.
yeah, let's go.
And also tell Naima that she's not coming.
Whoops.
Actually, as you're heading up the stairs to go put the fancy armor on, out of your room, you hear Naima yelling, "There's no way you're going back there." And you hear like something clunk against a wall.
Kids.
You open the door and you see a a hurricane in a glade. This is Camille, calm as ever, and Naima just in a fit, angry. As you open the door, she chucks one of the chucks one of your pillows against a wall, with some restraint.
Yeah.
But she's like red in the face, angry at the idea that Camille would want to go back to Shamsara after that.
Hi. What's going on?
Camille just puts his hands up and says, I can tell this isn't going to work out, so I guess I'm staying.
I mean, I was going to tell both of you that you're not coming with us, so...
I was explaining to our sister here, and I will explain to you now, that my unique talents will be able to keep all of us more safe. At this point, Naima just like cuts him off and is like, "You have, but not you. You're not going back there. We just this whole issue to get you out."
She's right, Camille. They would try and get you back. And I'm not going to let that happen, so therefore I'm not going to let you go to Shamsara. I'm lucky that I'm able to get diplomatic immunity for this, so that I don't potentially have to worry as much this time, but I can't say the same for you, so...
Yeah, I know.
And you helped me unlock some stuff, so...
Just stay safe. And remember, your hand points to it.
Didn't that mark disappear?
Nope.
Oh, I thought it did. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be fine. I just need you and your sister to stay here and stay safe.
You know, when you say that I need to know it'll be fine, the problem is I know it might not be. I can tell, I can see there's a chance it'll be fine, but I can also see multiple chances that you won't come back. So
That's
look out for
a
yourself.
risk I take every day, so... Like, we have to go and get this idiot back, okay?
Yeah.
And we have to get the cure.
And at that point, Naima, like, kind of calm down a little bit, turns to her and goes, "Yeah, I'll keep this guy safe," and he, like, knocks Camille on the shoulder, which sends Camille kind of just back on the bed. And
Faris catches him, pulls him back up.
Yeah.
Maybe no more roughhousing now that you've had significant time sword fighting.
How's everyone else getting ready?
Going to my new bedroom.
Eating cheese balls out of your mask. Yeah, you just have to tuck your head back.
I'm very much a horse with that thing.
The feedback. I mean, if I were had a wore a plate doctor mask, I would definitely fill it with snacks.
Right?
You never know. I'm trying. God, Lena doesn't have like nice clothes. Or nice.
Remember, you're supposed to be dangerous.
Yeah. No. So my thought. This was the thought that I had in my head. Lena's gonna put on her magpie armor.
Ooh.
Not the cape, which was like what was the most recognizable thing, but like she's got fancy armor that she wore when she did magpie things. And she's gonna put that on. It's probably like in the best repair of any of her other clothing, because she hasn't worn it in so long.
So out of curiosity, why is this the moment Lena chooses to pull that out? Give me a window inside that noggin.
Yeah. It's hell in there. It's
Storm rages.
like,
it hasn't let up for 8 weeks.
It's if she's thinking about like wanting to look tough or wanting to look dangerous and that kind of stuff, like just, and also like wanting to feel a little more confident than she does going into this situation, like it's comfortable for her to not be her.
And all things considered, it's probably a safer place to be the magpie than most.
Yeah, but if Ro asks, it's just a cosplay. It's just a coincidence that it looks like that armor.
Sure.
All right. What's the Zayke prep?
Zayke prep is very simply going into the closet, grabbing a fancy cape, putting it over the armor, and not bothering whatsoever. Because Zayke is not confident that this is going to be solved diplomatically. So he's just I'm not going to bother with this bullshit today. And once he's ready, he leaves Lena.
Oh no, I've
gearing
broken Nunu.
No, you've broken Zayke. No. Zayke just leaves Lena like gearing up in the magpie armor, kind of side eyes, decides not to ask for now, and goes down and actually goes and check on Ro, see how they're doing.
Ooh.
Because last conversation they had was a bit like Ro was down, very sad.
Yeah.
So I guess if Ro's down in their room, it's just like a knock on the door eventually.
What's Ro up to?
Ro does not have many clothing options. It's pretty much just what they are wearing or their like super fancy ball outfit. Like those are the clothes they have. There's no in between.
I mean, their new outfit is pretty
It's
on
pretty
the formal
nice.
side compared to what they wore before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, which was a shirt. So I think Ro's prep is pretty much just consisting of them like they wash their face. They wash their hands. Maybe they are would they want to bring Tiny with them if like some of our like purpose there is to like try to be impressive looking or something. That's possible. I think Zayke sort of like knocks though, and Ro will just be like, come in, and they're like trying to clean Tiny up a little bit just in case. Because Tiny's also probably pretty kind of like, Tiny could use a bath.
Yeah, so Zayke just opens the door, steps right in, like slowly, carefully opens the door. Hey, Ro, you ready?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I don't know what I need to be an entourage.
Yeah, don't worry too much about that. I think that's gonna play as big of a role as they think. You're fine. You're fine like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still
Should I-
getting ready. I don't know. You can just hang. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm okay, I guess.
Yeah, so it kind of lowers the tone a little bit. Yeah, no, because we were talking the other day, and I kind of, yeah, no, I felt bad because you seemed really down. So I was wondering if there's anything I could do to make it better, help you.
Thanks. I don't know. I don't know if Faris told you anything, but I kind of talked to Rolst earlier.
Oh,
It's okay though. Everything's okay. Kind of. I mean, like not everything is okay, but it's okay. He didn't do anything.
Good. I think. Look, I didn't want to tell you this last time because I didn't want to give you false hope or anything, but the first few times we encountered Rolst, actually, I picked up on a few hints, You know how I sometimes read people and use that information to kind of get what we need, etc., etc.? Well, I'm pretty sure that he actually cares about you. Or cared at a certain point in time. I'm not sure that his current state is the man he used to be before. I think it's more complicated than that, but I don't know. I think he cares, at least. Not sure if that makes you feel better, but I think it's the truth.
I think he cares too. The temperature sort of like drops a bit, and Ro will like plop down on the bed. Just be like, I don't know how to fix anything though. What if I can't make anything better?
So he kind of takes a step forward towards Ro, kind of slouched down and kind of kneels a little bit to be on Ro's height. And there's no amount of age or passing time that kind of gives you the answers to all your needs instantaneously. So don't feel too bad about it. But just know that we have a solid thing here. Kind of gestures around. I think each one of us would do our best to help you, whatever you decide to do regarding this issue. And we want to help you figure out what that is as well. We want to make sure that this kind of puts their chin up, that you're experiencing now doesn't happen, at least for quite some time, okay? I think you deserve a few normal years, huh? I can't promise it. It's not like I had a few myself, but definitely, again, gestures in the general direction of the necklace and everything happening. Definitely less turbulent than this. And that I think I can promise. We'll figure it out. Just want you to be merrier, huh? Happier.
And I think there's a little like knock on the door, and Lena like pokes her head in. It's like, you ready?
I don't know. Are we, Ro?
Yeah. Let's go get the doctor back.
Let's go get the doctor back. Yep,
As
let's go.
the door opens the rest of the way, Ro, you instantaneously recognize what Lena's wearing.
I think it definitely, helps, like, Ro's face just lights up for a second.
The room gets a little bit warmer.
Yeah, just a bit. You look
Zayke
so
probably
cool!
notices like Lena's face like falls the tiniest bit. Like she was already looking a little uncomfortable, and now it's just like, this may have been a mistake.
Lena, you look so cool!
Thanks.
Yeah, nice costume, Lena?
Yep. Yeah. It's my... I don't really have any like armor. This is kind of as close as I have.
Oh, but it's so neat. I didn't know you liked the vampire that much. Is it like super light? Can you move real sneaky like she does? Oh, I bet it's gonna be so cool.
We'll have to see. It's been a while. But yeah, I think we can do a little sneaking around.
I want to get some.
We can work on that.
Oh, that'd be so cool. And I can be sneaky just like the magpie.
It's all made of polyprops foam.
No, but if you want to be sneaky, you got to find a different solution for the ribbits. Because those googly eyes,
not
they
googly
make
eyes.
noise.
They rattle.
Googly eyes make so much noise.
They really do.
So you did this.
So, yep.
Wait, does that mess up the overlay?
Oh
No,
wait.
not
No,
since
not
Zoom's
with the new
update like
Zoom.
8 months ago.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Hate/love all of you.
YouTube.com/evilcleverdog.
No, and the meltdowns. It couldn't be made of Warbler because Warbler's really heavy.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Anyway.
Plus, that shit's expensive.
Magic.
Amateur.
And you
Magic
can't trust
word.
Lena with a heat gun.
Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
We can trust
I
Lena
think
with a real
Lena's-
gun,
Oh,
though.
that arm though would be awesome for cosplay like purposes. If you could like install a heat gun.
Okay, but Lena is one of only 2 people in this party I would trust with a heat gun.
That's true.
You know what? That's fair.
Can
Lena
Lena
does not
Never
make
it's the
guns.
other, right?
No, the other one's the doctor somehow.
Somehow, yeah.
I mean, to be
I think
fair,
after
Really,
after
not the
end of
person who
season 3,
literally does fire magic.
No, you'd be so used to it that like the fact that it's hot wouldn't register and you'd
Yeah.
do something fucked up with it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Mm.
Sounds about right, yeah.
It loops back around to being dangerous.
Don't worry, the doctor
Yeah.
does have a heat gun already.
Like you're not gonna hurt you, you're gonna hurt someone else.
Yep.
Kids
Yes,
always
Faris is
practice
kind of a heat
safety.
gun.
Yeah. Faris is our
Ferris is
heat
the
gun.
best heat gun.
It's just a living
That's what she-
gun.
That's what she calls her muscles. The
Heat guns.
Wow. Wow. Nice.
I need to leave. I'm sorry.
So actually, that's kind of convenient because
How is this a segue?
Let's find out.
because before
simply-
Lena walked into this room with these two, on your way out, you did find a note slipped into your room,
Who is
kind of sitting on the floor in a corner that you didn't notice before. Not until Zayke left and the door was closed. And it just says, "We need to talk about Everett."
Gosh.
That's all it says. And it's not in Zake's handwriting. You'd recognize that.
great?
One of my 7
mean-
handwritings at least.
Yeah,
right.
if
Is
Zayke
it in
wanted,
any of Zake's handwritings?
if Zayke wanted to generate a handwriting that you didn't recognize, he could. But why would he? You know?
But why would he?
Yeah.
When he could just like roll over one morning and be like, "We need to talk about Everett." I'm gonna leave a note.
Gonna be that
I mean-
extra.
I mean,
Anonymous note. You're not wrong. We do need to talk about Everett. Yep. Great. Cool. I'm like, what do I? I'm just gonna like
Excellent.
write. Yeah, I'm just like, what do I do? She's like, this is a mistake.
All right. So that's how you respond. That's fine. And then you're back, and the crew bumbles downstairs to join Faris.
While Faris was getting ready and changing into her armor, presumably managed to like hurry the kids out of the room. And I think once she's changed, she just tries to focus some of that prophecy type magic again, and uses scry and just tries reaching out into the cosmos and thinking about Eren and what she's hoping to achieve in Shamsara.
So you're using the glimpse forward in time, not the generic make my roll better version, right? You're using the one
Yeah.
that helps the plot. Cool.
Yeah.
You're using plot scry, not mechanic scry.
Yeah.
Better scry. All right. So, forward in time to glimpse your actions in the near future. Ask the guide to reveal a situation you're likely to encounter. So, just looking for something that you think is likely to come up. That I think is likely to come up.
Yeah. In Faris's mind, she's trying to look for, potential inevitable betrayal on Eren's part, because like Zayke, she also doesn't fully believe that this is going to go the way they think it's going to go. But
right,
just in general, she's like trying to see what might happen.
Sure. You get a very short glimpse of image, a very short scene where you see Eren is. You're talking. He's not in his like battle. I'm the Radiant regalia. He's in a robe, and it's in a bedroom, and he is leaned.
Wrong
He's
scene.
leaned forward.
No, get away!
People do a lot of things in their chambers.
Eren, what are you
Don't
doing
make
in my
a deal out of
room?
it.
Control Z,
And
Control
Smash
Z.
cut. Smash cut.
He is bent forward, arm out, left arm out to the side. Y'all are the worst. He's angry, like burstingly angry, and he's got actually this nimbus of light coming out from his clenched right fist. As your view follows the line of his arm off to the wall, you can see that there is an axe embedded in the wall there, and he's just burningly angry, and he yells at you, "You're dead. You will burn for this." And that's it. As the guide, I think that's a likely situation to come up.
Okay. Yeah, Faris kind of snaps out of it, kind of startled, but interesting. It's interesting. And just kind of shakes it off and heads downstairs.
Hope you enjoyed your expenditure of 1 AP.
Oh yeah, I did.
It was probably worth it just for the memes, wasn't it?
If it was the other scene, I think it would be worth more than 1 AP.
Not wrong.
No.
Is that something where other people can donate AP or?
He gets his good internet back, and all of a sudden he's out of control.
Gotta make
I
up for
forgot
lost
what-
time.
I forgot
baby.
what having witty, responsive Nunu was like. It's invigorating.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, Faris is like, she knows, she's seen him that angry before, only one time, and she remembers what happened to make him that angry, so... Just kind of
Could be a
putting...
good sign.
Yeah, it could be a good thing. Fingers crossed.
All right. So you all meet down in your main living room and have a few minutes before you absolutely have to walk out the door, although early is on time when it comes to political endeavors. Is it time to disembark?
I believe it is.
All right. So, crew heads on down the steps, down through Batinga's bakery. He just kind of he's busy because it's the middle of the workday, but he hands a scone to row as you're all passing through.
Yeah.
You head on out to the east side. That involves going past Julep Cemetery, which, as we all know, is just the safest place in the entire Valerith.
Totally.
But it's middle of the day, a hot desert sun. It makes it kind of less spooky, actually.
Nothing bad
And again,
can come
last-
out of this place.
That being, again, last time I said it was less spooky. You killed a robot friend, so like sometimes the monsters are yourself.
You killed a robot
What?
friend.
What?
You
Listen.
you deluded
Listen.
him with ideas of freedom, ideals of becoming his own person.
Freedom
and
is
you
never a
lured him
delusion.
into this false sense that he could just walk free when it is never that easy.
The only thing I killed were the shackles keeping him from leaving that place. His mind is free. He shall come out stronger. And let's go before I
Well,
lose
his
the
mind is
focus
back
here.
in a reliquary. You know.
Yeah.
The reliquary.
Same thing.
Foreshadowing. No. You said it right. It's just 5 plans.
Of course you have that.
Matt really cares about the in everything.
Oh yeah.
So, head to the east side of the city, and there's a small kind of receiving set up here. Just a lot of people looking nice. Alika in her, formal battle uniform, and Garrus there. Garrus always looks nice, but he's a little more done up. There's a tie this time.
Good for him.
Yeah. Garrus and
Good
Alika
job,
are
Shem.
chatting somewhat idly, and as you approach, the sun gets brighter.
That's because
And-
Faris is here.
Brighter. And then you notice that actually, by comparison to where you are, the rest of the world seems to be somewhat shaded by and then it starts to tighten up until it's just this tiny, like, not tiny, but tiny for the sun, like 15-foot diameter circle of extremely bright light. It gets to the point where it's blinding almost straight through, even off of the air itself. And as you blinking and it retracts, suddenly standing there is a small retinue from Shamsara, warped through light. Eren in full regalia, the Solari armor with the extra pieces off the shoulders and the collar, that like the rising sun over the set. And then another small collection of other Solari, but he smiles. Says, I just thought I would welcome you all personally to Shamsara.
Faris is just staring at him, not smiling, not scowling, just standing next to Alika, spear in hand. Face as blank as she can make it.
Now, I understand that the and he looks at the heroes of Starfall Spire and a little pan across them as he's saying that, and then says the Empire and gestures at Garrus, who he's not looking at, really wants to talk to this doctor. Now, let's not be coy about it. Of course, you can talk to an important prisoner of Shamsara. It's easy. It's the least we could do for longtime allies. I am prepared to release him into your custody as soon as we arrive at the Palace of the Sun, as long as you all promise to release him back to us when your business is concluded. Moreover than that, I'd like to extend our hospitality as you stay in Shamsara to come into our home and share in our cup at the Palace of the Sun itself. Please, I insist.
Yeah, I'm really more of a night person. I do not say that. Megan says that.
Zayke waits patiently to see if either the diplomat or the liaison
Yeah, it's like-
say something.
Kind of like sideways glance over to Garrus, like,
It's
my
like a
dude.
train.
This
Lena
is you.
sideways
Yeah.
glance. Garrus, Zayke sideways glance to
There was
Lena.
actually a pause. Nat was drinking water and y'all started talking. But it's fine. It's fine. I like to know how the characters and the players react. Garrus will walk forward and extend a hand and clasp it with Eren and say, of course, we'd be delighted. As this is happening, Valerith actually starts to descend down and approach the mesa itself. I'm thinking Garrus is talking. We're thinking a short half-week stay. We have other places to be. It's believe it or not, but Garrus and Eren then from there managed to jump into actual small talk.
Gross.
They mentioned the weather. Oof. And they mentioned how it's been so long since Valerith and Shamsara met. And then they talk about they mentioned some guy named Frankfurt, who none of you have heard of, but they both seem to.
Is this what it's like to know how to interact with other human beings?
Sounds
And
like it.
as
Huh?
that's happening, Alika sidles over to the group and goes, so that's Eren?
Yes.
You good?
As good as I can be. We're not releasing the doctor back to them.
We'll have to figure out something in the meantime.
Sure. If I can meet with someone called Neural, I might be able to, frankly, blackmail them into releasing him to us. She's saying this very quietly.
All right, that could be worth it. We'll be here for 4 days, so.
It'll make him very angry.
You seem
Potentially.
very certain about that.
I mean, I can't be 100% certain, but if it's what I think it is, then... Whatever, he already hates me. And by the way, if I can't be with you when you go to meet the Vertex, then I want, like, all the best guards with you.
It's just a social call. It'll be fine.
I don't trust them for a second.
I can have guards.
Please.
Besides, Garrus will be there. He'll be good for something.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how to react to him being so diplomatic.
It's really annoying.
Mm.
At that point, Valerith actually comes down, and out from the top of the edge of the mesa, a bridge is extended and just anchors Valerith up to the upper levels of the Shamsaran Mesa. You can actually see, just a few hundred feet in, that teleportation circle that you warped into as birds.
Memories.
Eren and his retinue turn and lead the way, cape fluttering in the wind.
So has he not even looked at or spoken to Faris at all this entire time?
You got a brief look as he scanned over the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
They're going to lead you to the Palace of the Sun. Through the sun-drenched streets of Shamsara. Upper districts are very nice. There's a lot of exotic birds flying around. No crows, though. Or ravens, I think it was. No, they keep those in the Palace of the Sun. And you get brought down right across the mesa to the illustrious Palace of the Sun, which you saw a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
But this time you get brought right in through the front door.
The ropes
Oh.
involved, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
You get brought through to a beautiful reception room with a parlor kind of thing with chairs. And there's an instrument in the corner with a lot of strings. And on the ceiling is a beautiful mosaic tile pattern depicting repeating suns and some stars. And a moment after you get there, the door on the cross opens, and in walks Falwyn with this, the Inksmith. Not that you know his name yet, but very tattooed arms and the mask and the gauntlets.
Do they take appointments? Ink envy.
Yeah, the tattoo work of the Inksmith is like that of the Solari, but it's just layers and layers and layers of extra intricity added.
And I know because I drew Faris, it's already pretty intricate.
Yes.
I'd like to say that you, as Falwyn walks in, you notice that he's talking to the Inksmith. It's it looks like a good talk. You can't see Falwyn's face, but it looks like an interesting kind of a thing. And then you kind of notice the mask turn towards your direction, and then immediately turn up and away, nope, didn't see nobody.
Smooth.
You see a bird mask looking up.
Faris did not. She managed to restrain glaring at Eren, so she takes it all out on the doctor.
Yes.
This is very good bureau work over here. Oh, yeah.
Good to see you, Doctor. I hope they've been treating you well.
Oh, Faris. Oh, and everyone else. It is so. Yeah, I've been treated great here. How have you been?
Oh, you know, fine.
Okay, look. I'm sorry.
I hope you are.
Are you?
Yeah, it was, what do we call it? A moment of lapse in judgment.
Who's in the room?
The Radiant, the Inksmith, about 4, as of yet, undetailed Solari, and your crew, which is the 5 of you, Alika, and Garrus.
Zayke will just walk up to Garrus and just like in a low tone, kind of almost a counseling kind of vibe, whisper in his ear. Perhaps it would be wise to try and get some distant time. They can remain in a room, but at least if we could talk privately, it might prove useful. It backs away.
Reasonable. Garrus springs forward and says, "So I understand that you want to give us nice little rooms to stay in if you want to host us for a few days. We really, really appreciate that. But, you know, we have, and he kind of turns around, belongings that we want to put down, and, you know, so we can really, you know, huddle up and have our own little conversations. So could we get shown to where we'll be staying?" And Eren furrows his brow, but the Inksmith kind of jumps forward and goes, "Of course, that can be arranged. However, we do have to deal with one little piece of the occasion first." He turns. So I understand that you, he turns to Faris, are in charge of security for this group?
That's right.
Hi.
Hello.
We
Basir.
are... It's nice to see you, Faris. We are comfortable and ready to release the doctor into your custody for the duration of your stay, as long as you promise to release him again, unless a new arrangement has been struck. When it's time for you to depart.
Can I ask what crime he's been accused of exactly?
You can, but that's a little bit of a grim topic for at the exact moment in time. We're just trying to deal with the formality of where he gets to sleep for the night.
Sure.
So is that a yes? You promise?
Just looks at Garrus.
He's like, "There's a lot of
Yes.
Garrus is
Unless
at
we
least
come
40%
to-
cartoon character.
Yes, unless we come to another arrangement.
Naturally. Well, in that case, Eren, why don't you go and let the Vertex know that our guests are here while I show them to their dwellings. Eren seems a little annoyed, but nods and sidles off. You'll notice that like his outfit is significantly overdressed compared to Basir's. Weird little things of station. And Basir turns and goes, "All right, and guards, you can leave us. They're safe." And the four Solari look at each other a little bit and then shrug and head on out of the room.
Faris is doing this thing where as every person leaves the room, she just like locks eyes with them and watches them leave, including Eren.
Eren won't, he just doesn't stand in a way to give you an opportunity to catch his eyes.
Okay.
He's
Piece of
like,
shit.
turns.
Power move.
She still watches him
Alright.
leave.
So, follow me. As Basir, the inksmith, walks out, and lead you to a really fancy corridor, just off the library. So we refer to this as the Golden Corridor because it's got all of the really most important rooms, including the guest chambers and the vertex and all the other chambers and such. And you've been in this corridor before. This is the corridor you were off before you went to shot off to where Camille was being held.
Mm-hmm. So was Camille
All the
being
most
held
important.
in this corridor? Sorry, is that what you said?
Just off it, but yeah.
Okay.
Really important spaces.
Mhm.
And these two chambers are for all of you. They are spacious, don't worry, but we only have the two fit level. Do you have any questions, concerns?
So what are the formalities for this going to be?
Well, the Vertex wants to speak with some of your leadership. We're going to make nice between our little political groups and hopefully at some point talk about the fallen in the room when the time is right. But you're free to come and go as you please. Go back to your city, explore ours. We welcome you to explore Shamsara, some of you for the first time.
Very well.
That is correct. We have not been.
We've never been here before.
Thank you
And at that point,
very much for your hospitality. Basir, was it? I heard my companion here mention.
it really would be appropriate for you to use my formal title, which would be the Inksmith.
If you insist.
I am in
Inksmith.
on a formal level. I'm on the Council of the Sun, and I am personally in charge of the Solari inking process. Instill the magic.
Oh, I see. That's fascinating. I just wanted to thank you for actually accompanying us here and showing us to our quarters. It must be quite tiresome to be working in the leadership of such a great enterprise, a great city. So thank you for taking the time. And I see you are passionate and dedicated to make sure that everything goes according to plan, correct?
It certainly takes a lot of stamina. I'm not sure I would refer to it as tiresome, though. I think I find energy in my work.
Good. Good. Yeah. When I look at you, I see a person that really enjoys their position, what they do, and thrives from it. At this point, Zayke's just like analyzing little ticks here and there to see if like this rings and resonates with the inksmith, or if there's any inkling of like, actually, not really.
Inkling.
He's cool as a cucumber, but it's not being lost on you that his job is one core to the entire Solari structure. Yet he's the one showing you to your rooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So out of character, just expect me to be paying attention to any kind of hint of anyone in this bloody place that might be working with the people that are trying to bring all the bad stuff out and whatnot and rat on Eren.
Yeah.
Since Faris said that.
Yeah. Well, and then at that point, Garrus will, as my companion here expressed, you have our undying gratitude for your help in us finding our rooms. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking more later about your work. And the inksmith goes, yeah. And walks away.
Garrus, you don't need to Garrus and Zayke, you don't need to overdo it that much, really.
Oh, no, sorry. No, that was on purpose. I was trying to figure something out.
Look, I don't know if you have a lot of experience in the political sphere, but basically everybody likes being sucked up to. So
Also that.
I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that's
So much work.
Oh, it is so much work. I am so tired under all this. Trust me.
Well, thank you for helping us.
Oh, really?
again.
It doesn't show a thing. You're doing an excellent job. See, Faris, this is how you do it.
So we
Anyway.
have 2 chambers. The NPCs are gonna go in one. Garrus says.
Wait, what is an NPC?
And at least one other person gets to go with the NPCs.
Just gotta
Is-
go. I feel like I should.
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
no.
you're talking
No,
to
no,
us.
no. Let it. No, no, no. You can go.
Oh, by the way, there is a it's one of those convenient like connecty doors between the 2
Sure.
Oh, I mean,
chambers.
like a
So then it's one
hotel,
room.
we can all hang out.
Yeah, you can all hang out.
Faris kind of doesn't want to let Alika out of her sight here either, so like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So is Faris gonna go with Garrus and Alika to stay in that room?
I mean, she also wants to have serious talks with the doctor right now, so.
Oh yeah,
Right
yeah. But I'm just
now,
talking about where
no.
you're. I'm just saying where you're
We're
staying.
sleeping.
But yeah, she'll stay
Drop-
with
drop your
Alika.
bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drop her
Drop
bag
your
on the
bag.
bed, come back in the other room, just like, right.
Yeah, as you do
Now
that,
that
you
that's
loop,
settled.
and Falwyn, you find yourself suddenly, kind of unexpectedly, it happened so fast. They surrounded you like hunting cats.
I have a question, Nat. You know that friend that has been slowly trying to get to me? Have they gotten to me yet? That one very important friend of mine.
Yeah, they probably would have caught up with you, honestly, on the way to the Palace of the Sun.
Good. Yeah. So just like feeling slightly threatened, just like force
Feeling
field
really
slides
attacked
out
right
and
now.
unfolds around the doctor. Just like, don't hurt me.
We're not going to hurt you, we're trying to save your fucking life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's valid actually.
We won't physically hurt you, but I'll let it be
Mentally and
known.
emotionally, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to that.
How come you left us?
Yes, Rob.
Yeah.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Okay. Ro, you remember the other day, about a week and 2 days ago, when I told you I have made many mistakes in my life.
Yeah.
That was just another one on top. I thought I was protecting the rest of you. Stupidly, I should not have done that. I thought I had this.
You don't need to protect us.
I know.
We were all there and ready to fight together.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, honestly, what's done is done. It's not like we can go back. So let's just figure out how to get out of here. This time all together, yeah? Although I have been thinking on our way here that
Oh, I
since
thought I
we
smelled
have
smoke.
Well, hear me out. Since we have some time of immunity, why not make the best out of it? I know that Faris wants to find this person that might have important information. We still need the plant. And third, there might be someone here that can help us with the entire, Arvis has the Wand of Lorelei situation.
oh,
Yeah, did you forget about that? Because you stayed
No.
behind
no,
following?
no, I remembered that. So you know how Faris has this really magnetic personality, can bring the truth out of others.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Magically. Yeah, of course, Eren can do
I don't
the
like
same
where this.
thing.
I don't like
Yeah.
where this is going. Carry on.
It's just, you know
Did
how.
you tell him?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, you know how sometimes when somebody asks you a question and you give them their truth, but in a certain way, to kind of help
What?
asked about the gem, and so I kind of just was like, harvested it, the Empire. Oh, not Valerith, leave them alone. It was all Arvis. So he kind of knows that, doesn't know that so I made him believe, okay, he probably didn't believe it, but I said that, he was like, oh, for your friends involved in this, and I was like, they tried to stop Arvis.
Okay.
But he probably doesn't believe that, even though he was using magic on me, probably.
Oh,
I mean,
maybe
I
not.
guess we technically were trying to stop Arvis, but
We were.
That is why I was able to say it, because you technically.
Very well.
But,
Great.
yeah, he knows about the fact that Arvis got sent.
okay. Which means he also knows that, obviously, that we were all here before, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of.
I think it's
But don't try to lie that you.
it's safest to just assume that he knows everything that transpired on that day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Is the
As
best
for-
solution just to avoid contact with the Radiant as much as we can and make sure we complete our little tasks, including finding a way to convince them to let
At that point, there's
go.
a sharp knock on the door.
Yes?
Yeah.
A message for the Vanguard.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy. Faris goes and opens the door.
You've been here 5
Inside
minutes and she's already getting
Is
mail.
in. Inside is an attendant. Outside is an attendant. It was, hands you a letter. It says the Radiant would like to formally invite you to join him for his morning training tomorrow.
Zayke turns to the doctor and just says, "It appears they made the first move. Playing white, I see."
Big
Snatches
uncomfortable
it.
noises.
I like that reference. But yes.
Faris just takes the letter quite sharply and tries to smile and nod at them. Thank you.
How if we
I like your. And he points to him. Pet. And he points to Tiny.
Wow.
There was a question mark. There was a question mark.
Who's been, cleaned up and maybe has like a bow? Like a bow.
Oh, that's adorable.
The question of pet is more like this is not an animal that they really have here.
We're Tiny's pets.
I mean, part of the pack.
Yeah, Tiny's in charge here. Like, they're the leader of this group.
The Radiant looks forward to your company tomorrow morning.
Fantastic, thank you.
Can you guys stop befizzling me already?
You actually haven't tried to use magic in a while.
Please.
so
No,
if we
no,
have-
no. That was the guide being like, "Fallen, you might already
Oh.
be not."
Oh, they sounded like Nat, so I didn't know.
They sounded
I don't
like
put a
that.
voice on for every NPC. It's so fucking work.
Like, and just like rub my hands together. And if possible, I'm going to, just ignite a little bit of something on Zayke.
Zayke
No, you're
lights
not.
on fire. What do you light on fire on Zayke? Please tell me specifically.
Just like
Like the hair?
no, just
What
like.
are you doing?
Hold on, I'm right next
We
to Zayke.
just come back to save you.
we're leaving.
I'm right next to Zayke.
We will leave.
We're leaving.
Goodbye.
Hold on.
And
Stay
Rose
here and
death
rot
will
in
be on
jail.
your hands.
I'm just trying to like I just ignite a little bit of like a hem on the end of a piece of clothing, like a cloak or something, and then the second that I see it ignite, just go
You could do
clap
that
it
to
out.
the curtains.
I don't want to light the room on fire.
You shouldn't be lighting anything on fire.
It was a
She
test.
says as she opens the letter.
Listen, I had two
Regardless
options.
of that,
Fire arcane
Any-
bolts of energy at somebody, or light something on fire. That's the only way.
no, your turn to talk is done now. You can sit here and think about what you've done. We have several things to do while we're here and not a lot of time to do them. I'm assuming that some of us are going to have to like take part in like the diplomacy bullshit that we're going to have to do.
Seems that way. It's probably going to be you and me.
Oh, I was really hoping it was not going to be me.
I mean, we could make an argument for it being me and Zayke, because Zake's
I
good
mean,
at
that's
talking to
preferable
people.
for me.
Ro.
But I mean, whoever's not included, we should make a plan to go do other things while those of us who are stuck in diplomacy are stuck
I'm sure
in
we'll
diplomacy.
have, you know, some time not doing diplomacy as well.
Ro.
Yes.
You notice that Tiny is really itching at something in her coat. Like, it's going at it. Going at it. And
Excuse?
as that's going, catches something, and an ant encased in an ice cube flies across the room.
Babies!
And as that happens, and as it flies across the room and blumps against the curtains of the room, you see the other one just kind of claw up the crest of Tiny's head. And you hear a you don't have to speak with you don't have the ant speak up, so you just hear like a little like as it like waves its antenna and mandibles at the other one flying across the room.
Oh, I didn't know they were gonna come too. Sorry, hang on. I just like look to the rest of my people pack, and I'll go over to get the ant that went flying. And as I pick it up, I'll be like, "Are you okay? What's going on?"
And then
I'll
you're gonna
cast
use the
speak
thing
with.
to talk.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
cast speak with animal.
So it's like, I took a fly. Is that what it feels like to be a bird?
A little
One
bit.
could only dream. I may
you
be
okay?
concussed. Can ants be concussed?
I don't know what that means, but probably.
It turns over in your hand. It seems you have brought us back to our homeland.
Yes. I didn't know we were gonna be leaving, so I'm glad that you came back, because this works out great. I can try to find your old hole if you want.
You could deliver us back to the land of the library. That would be powerful and gracious of you.
Yeah, I bet I can do that.
Thank you.
No problem.
When I tell stories of this, what shall we call you?
My
Oh,
name is
kind one.
Rose Starfall.
Ro Starfall.
That's me. And these are all my friends. They're helping too. I just like point behind me.
As the ant like turns in your hand, it kind of it's dizzy and falls over again and picks itself
Oh.
back up.
I like to think everyone's like in the semicircle looking at this happening, like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, we're used to this, right?
Be like, you're seeing this too.
So the ants helped us find our way to Camille the last time we were here, so at
That's
least Faris
true.
and the doctor are used to this.
Lena and
Yeah,
Zayke,
we
have no
found out
idea.
that there was-
You know, and say, yeah,
There
we're
was-
just like,
There was an entire sprawling network of Frostweavers inside the Palace of the Sun.
This is really
And on this cute concussed ant, that's where we're going to take our break for the week.
sounds about right.
Ro casts mending for the ant.
and then we plan.
Plan? I'll be
That's
back in
put
like
it
10
in-
minutes.
You mean the ability plan? I think that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's
kinda
a
sucks,
useful
though.
ability.
Yes. Take all of my AP to make a plan for me, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of using plan is you have to make an actual plan.
I don't know what you're
That's-
talking about.
I don't. That's why I didn't take. That's why I didn't.
And spending
go up
AP
that tree.
means that the plan definitely works.
Yeah, can we spend
Definitely
double
works.
AP
Right.
to just have you make the plan?
Sounds fake.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We'll be right
That's
back.
right.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Soul bond with the ant. Oh my god.
Be back in about.
Intercept.
on.
Intercept.
everyone.
Woo! Thank you so much for the raid, Weave
Yes.
the Tail. Greatly
Yay.
appreciated.
And the
Welcome.
patience.
Yes.
We have the returned, coming back into our episode of Quest of Soaring City, where we are in Shamsara, which is where Faris is from, and tensions are high because the doctor was arrested, and then you did some international diplomacy to be like, let us talk to him before you execute him. And now is that period of time, basically. So if they don't do something, the doctor's gonna get executed. But for right now, they're being all polite and they're putting them up in their palace and, letting them chat and not have shackles and stuff. And they just need the promise really, really nicely that they won't run away. I'm a little surprised they're still here. To be fully clear.
It's gonna be fine.
Listen, I'm not going to
Yeah,
start
great.
an all-out war because of me.
Radiant Eren Zafar would never betray anyone. Faris knows that intimately.
So, Ro has a couple frost ants that want to be taken to the library, and Faris has a sparring date with the Radiant in the morning. Besides that, it's getting late. It's getting coming evening. Anything you want to do before the day elapses?
Well, I think Zayke's just gonna open the door outside, check, stretch, check who's there, if there's guards, if there's no one, what's the situation here.
Yeah. There's a big door on one end of the golden corridor where it has 2 Solari guards on it, and besides that, there you count, as you spend a little bit of time loitering, 2 attendants that seem like their job is to be in the area, but aren't in one specific place at any given time.
Okay.
And the guards are stationed pretty far down.
Far away. Okay. Cool. Close back the doors, go back in. Lena,
Yeah?
should we go out and, I'd say, investigate the limits of our welcome here? See where we have free reign to walk and where we don't.
Are we talking free reign to just walk and exist, or is this just really seeing how far we can get?
Please
Well-
don't get them to arrest all of us before we finish this.
That's not
Well,
the plan.
obviously not. We're not trying to make trouble.
Yeah.
Do you think
Well,
there
I
are?
It's
know
useful to
you
know.
two. I know you two quite well.
Look, Faris, it's always useful to know.
We'd have to get caught
where
to
you're
get arrested.
welcome and where you're not welcome. So if we know that beforehand, it might prove useful.
Sure.
Yeah, just go a little constitutional. Get the lay of the land, as it
Yeah.
were.
That, sure.
Just go scope out what floor the vending machines are on and where the ice is.
It's just,
Someone's-
what are you doing here?
someone's
I just
staying in
went
one of the
out.
hotels.
I needed ice.
Yeah, it needed.
Just looking for the towels.
Yep, be oh, I just need some extra. Yeah. Do you have any spare little bottles of shampoo? There's a lot of us, and you only have 2.
Stay away from the minibar, y'all. We don't want to get it with
We
that.
cannot afford Shamsara and minibar prices. Not
We're
on
not supposed
our
to drink
measly
these?
salaries as heroes.
There is actually a small cooled chest filled with
My God.
various liquors. However,
Is
it's
there
not
a price
it's-
list on it?
No, you are royal guests. You can just have alcohol. It's fine.
I'm
Seems
good. I
suspect,
have
but
my
okay.
own.
Do you ever want
Roseanne's
another flavor
hang out in
of
there.
drunk, Robert? Does Fallen ever want another flavor of drunk?
Every once in a while, he has sad grapes.
Not so much lately.
Yeah.
Every so often he has sad.
Delightful.
Yeah, I mean, who among us doesn't partake in sad grapes every now and again?
Okay, so what
Alright,
do you
so
two
it's-
plan to do exactly?
planning? No, just let him go off and frolic. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Faris is stressing, in case you haven't noticed.
just-
Now that she's
we're just
looking
going-
better.
We're just going to go enjoy a nice walk together like people in love do sometimes, Faris. Everything is
Yeah.
fine.
If by any chance we find a place where we shouldn't be and that has information that pertains to our interests, then we
Then
might
so
enter
be it.
and pursue. but
Zayke,
that
what are
is
you
not-
looking for? Because I might be able to help.
Like,
Well-
maybe somebody will just politely say you're not supposed to be here, and we'll be like, yes, okay, noted.
I guess I'm looking for 3 things, huh? I'm looking for if there's a reservoir of these damned plants in the palace, if there's anyone that's working with your friend, and where the fuck is the Sunkeeper?
The Sunkeeper. Oh. Well, you probably won't find them just by wandering around. They're pretty reclusive.
We could wander
Oh.
a lot of places.
But if you do want to try and bump into her, I guess you could go wander around the libraries.
Well, I need to go to the library. I have to bring my friends home. The ants are just hanging out on my shoulders again.
Right.
Not that anyone but Ro can hear it. The 2 of them say onward, and the other one says to justice.
Paladin ants, I love it.
So good.
And I was actually thinking about, just inquiring after some of the people I used to know here and seeing what, if anything, someone might say about Janan or Narul, because I have no reason, as far as they know, to know anything about where they are and what happened to them.
Well, it seems like then the 4 of us are heading out.
Everyone looks at Falwyn.
I would invite you to come, but I assume that you can't because you're still technically a prisoner.
That was actually a question.
Or you just
No, when-
teleport
I mean,
away when we
between
went
up
to
the door-
leave.
Excuse me, guards. Am I allowed to leave?
Can I go play with my friends?
Are you sure you're not just
Yeah,
going to
the
stay
one-
behind when we leave? When we expect you to
Oh.
come with us?
I'm.
At this point, the attendant has walked over and goes,
Lena's
I
salty.
think I
Apologies.
walked in on something a little personal.
Back up.
Just wanted to show them around the palace a little, that's all.
We've released the doctor into your care. It is your choice what level of, if any, of security you want to apply to his personage.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Which
well,
mean that
Just,
you're still a
remember
prisoner,
if
can
you breach your political promise that, there could be repercussions.
come. Oh, of course.
I'm not in worry. You said it was becoming nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's like 8:30.
Just kind of like lean into the party and go, I really want to get a flower, and nighttime's kind of the best time to get it because then it's not screaming.
Right, but the flower is outside of the city.
He said I'm free to go as long as you provide the security, right? And return by the time appointed.
So I will point out that you actually don't even know
Where
the
it
precise
is.
location of that cave.
No, I understand that fact. I'm just gonna.
I'm going to turn to the attendant. I'm going to turn to the attendant again. Hey. Hi.
Yes.
We would be interested in finding or purchasing a, what's it called? The Burning Banshee? That's forgetting what it's called.
No, Izza's remembering
Yeah.
what it's called.
Okay, cool. We would be interested in finding or purchasing a Burning Banshee flower. Maybe a couple. Are any available inside the city, or are we going to have to...
Well, we haven't been able to sustain the flower in the city for a while now.
Mhm.
A few years because of
The noise. Yeah.
yes, the noise is insufferable. They sound like the dead wailing. So they're all relegated to a cave overtended by a very prickly gardener. It's outside the city. You'd have to negotiate with them.
could we get maybe a map or directions to where that is? And are we free to go there? So long as we come back, obviously.
You're theoretically free to go wherever you want, although an extended leave might be bothersome. We can get you a map, though. It's about 12 miles outside the city.
Izza doesn't fucking remember how long miles take to walk.
A brisk walk of a mile is like 12 minutes.
Yeah, a standard pace is about 20, so it's like not long.
A couple hours.
However, you would know that you would be able to take a gondola from Valerith at least most of that distance.
Or a row.
Then Banff.
Or a row.
No, we would have to Banff back to Valerith.
Which you could do.
I mean, Valerith is
Which is docked here,
I'm
so
sorry,
yeah, we could do that.
And then you just leave another gondola out in the desert.
Yes.
Perfect.
I want
One in every place we
if we-
stop. Let's
at
go.
the end of the year,
if we
I
pay
want to
rent-
see the fucking documents of expenditure for gondolas.
That's what I'm like.
you know
If we
what?
pay
What if-
rent, it's just like tacked on every month, like missing gondola.
Gondola fee.
You know, eventually we're gonna have to do a quest. Be like, the city's running out of gondolas, and we need to source some new like sorewood or whatever the fuck
We're
it is.
gonna show up one day and they're gonna like look at us, look at a picture on the wall in their office, look at us and be like, sorry.
We're out. We don't like
Yeah.
behind them just an entire fleet.
This is actually
No,
why Faris
sir.
is going to get sued and fired from her job. It's just like, Faris, you just keep taking the gondolas and leaving them in random places. Like, you cannot keep doing this.
They give us a quest to source Sorewood, and we're like, don't worry. We know where gondolas are. Just bring us there and we'll get them.
Just mark on the map every place we stop. You should find one here. You should find another one here.
There's a burning wreck
This
of
one's
one
on a
right here.
volcano, so
Okay, so theoretically we can get there and back tonight, but we've also got stuff to do here.
I am a bigger fan of exploring the immediate surroundings first, because it's always useful information.
I agree.
Unless you need the flower now, Falwyn, which I doubt.
Oh, get it.
Might
Yeah,
take this
but it
lovely
is
chap a while to bring
kind
us
of-
the map anyway.
Yeah, it would be nice
Okay.
to
why
get
don't
our
we go get that
bearings.
now?
Oh, you're still
Sure.
here?
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah. I thought.
We appreciate your
Be
help.
right back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm.
I didn't even notice they were still here. Anyway,
They're very creepy, the attendants here. Anyway,
plan return some ants.
Yeah.
Return some ants and
and maybe flower tomorrow night?
Yeah.
then who knows what else we'll find.
on
in the library.
way. Good. Steps
Onward.
out.
So is the group? So we just mob in as a blob for safety purposes
Appar-
and shit.
apparently-
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
Travel
Faris
in
would
time.
also say, like, she doesn't really feel comfortable leaving anyone, like, either alone or in a smaller group just yet, because she's still, like,
And
on
then
high alert.
progress to leave
about-
Alika and Garrus
I
in
know!
the room.
I mean, she is gonna go to Alika and be like, hey, do you want to come with us? Want to come do
It's like-
antics?
You
Alika-
pop in, and Garrus and Alika are sitting down across a small work table with documents spread out, and they're talking strategy. And they talk. As much as I'd like antics, are we a little busy here? Sorry.
Do you have other guards you can bring in?
I just understood antics.
Oh, I thought you did that intentionally.
I did do that intentionally.
Is a dick.
See, that's-
Nat just got hit by it.
I'm glad she doesn't trust Liga too. It's not just like, oh yeah, Alika's fine alone, but Lena and Zayke can't go a damn place without getting into trouble.
I mean,
Well,
the party doesn't know that, like, the Radiant literally asked Faris to murder Alika, so she's like, what if they
Yeah.
try to kill Alika?
Yeah, reasonable.
You know, that's fair.
So,
Yeah.
sorry, the memes have blown the question out of my mind. What was the last question you asked her?
Are
She
there
was
more guards?
asking if they had any more of like our guards that could guard them while we're gone.
I've sent for them. They should be here within the hour. Faris, I'll be okay.
Just on edge.
And Garrus goes, I think we all just need to relax a little bit. Everyone just breathe in and breathe out. And he does that. You actually feel this wave of relaxation, comfort. Like everything's gonna be okay. Just wash over you.
She tries to resist it.
You can die.
Stay mad.
Die mad about it.
Oh, by the way, the Radiant wants me to go and train with him tomorrow, so that's going to be fantastic. If I show up murdered, like, you know that's why, and I don't know. I don't think I
You
should
could
go
bring
alone.
one of your other athletic friends to go along with.
That's what I was
Just
going to
Garrus.
do.
But no, really.
Who's her best friend, Lena? Who's her best friend?
Man,
Doctor, right?
it was so early.
Look,
Alright.
only just on the basis of like doing a training routine, you only have Lena and Zayke as options to start with.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it might be very amusing to take Zayke, to be fair. Anyway, getting off topic.
Yeah.
Lena will kick somebody's ass. That's fine. Bring Lena.
We'll be okay. I'll back up soon.
Just stay safe.
They won't even know that this will be a opportunity anyway.
Sure.
Faris walks away. The camera lingers in the room, and you see one of the pictures in the room, a portrait, just blink.
Fuck you, Nat.
Don't like that. I don't like that. If you hurt my girlfriend, I'll kill you.
As we leave, though, the
No,
doctors.
I can't kill her. I can endanger her. That's allowed.
But she's not allowed to die, because then that would be the bury your gays trope, and that's illegal.
Mhm.
You do have me in a corner on this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not allowed.
As the crew romps on over to
Doctor had something.
Yes.
Doctor had something. Sorry.
Because this was something I was going to say as we left anyway, before the blinking thing. The doctor would lean into Faris and just be like, if you ever wanted, I could... You'd both have to consent, of course, but link the two of you, so like if Alika ever had to heal, you would feel the fact that Alika healed and thus know she might be in danger.
Like with Lena and Zayke.
Yeah. You wouldn't feel if she got hurt, but you would feel if she got healed.
I mean, I guess that's something she and I would need to...
Yeah. Like as I
Talk
said,
about-
both of you would.
Yeah.
But just...
Zayke kind of whispers
also.
to Lena, when the doctor did it for us, didn't they say it was like something like super special that they were doing for us? It's like the third time he suggests. I think
You
like,
don't know
just
about... Oh, wait,
lying.
yeah.
Yes, we do.
I suggested, yes. No, I didn't hear the word suggest.
Yeah,
I thought you were
that's-
saying...
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's convenient, so at least there's that. It just feels a little less special, I guess.
Yeah, I mean. Anyway, yeah, fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know, the two of you are in love, I assume. So it's kind of,
I mean, we haven't really had like a specific conversation about the commitment and...
Faris's brain short circuits.
But she's really relaxed during it for some reason.
Yeah. You know, it's like things are going well between us, but we haven't been seeing each other that long. I guess.
Yeah. Look, I'm
Are we gonna
all
go?
for this relationship, and I support you. But can we just not do this now?
Like,
Like,
there's exploring to be had.
Yeah. Libraries, come on.
Rose just
Onward
like,
to
I thought you
antics.
see her every day. I don't.
That is correct. Ro, I'll explain relationships to you later.
Just as we leave, just go. Oh,
I want to
Zayke,
see that
I have
scene.
to talk to you later as well.
Who are you pointing to?
Oh, I said Zayke.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh.
don't light them on fire again, please.
sure.
I
Yeah, please.
I won't. That was. I'm sorry.
So does
No.
the doctor want to talk with Zayke while you're walking to the library? It is a few minutes. It's a big palace.
Yes, that's fine. It's very quick. Just like,
Hmm.
Zayke, you're able to make like scrolls out of magical spells, correct?
I can imbue certain items with magical prowess. Yes.
Would you be able to make an imbued item with the ability to make an imbued item?
Oh gosh, I'm not sure. If I think hard about it, that sounds a bit like what?
Well, okay, so let's say we were to call this ability Enscroll. Would you be able to enscroll an enscroll? To thus be usable by another party to enscroll something?
I don't see why not.
The biggest reason is just I want to plausibly give someone else in the party the ability to create a gate location and then gate to it once.
Ah, I see.
Again, think about it. It was just a question.
I can try. Can't guarantee it, but I can definitely try. You know what? Alternatively, next time we have to gate, just give me a heads up, and I'll try and memorize what you do.
Yeah, I had a specific... It's fine.
And both. I can do both. We'll see. Tonight. I'll try tonight. Don't worry.
Next time I heal you, I draw on your magical powers.
Thank you, I guess.
As that happens, you're just walking to the library, and there's a nice little shh.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
As is in the illustrious, slightly chilly library in the Palace of the Sun. The two Frostweaver ants just are very elated as they crawl together on the back of Ro's neck, and you hear like little miniature ant high fives.
I would die for these ants. Not to be dramatic.
Absolutely.
What do they say when they arrive to the library, Nat?
Oh, our quest has completed. We return home victorious.
Oh, thank you so much for all of your help.
And they both crawl down one of Ro's arms so they can like address them. He goes, "Thank you so much, Rose Starfall. We shall sing of you to our children, and our children's children, but actually more accurately, the Queen's children, and
That's
maybe not
super
their
cool.
children. We're ants. It's kind of weird.
That's okay, I don't get it.
Would you like to know more?
Okay.
Our group of ants has spent years watching the humans, watching how you grow together, how your families operate. We could enlighten you with much knowledge. It will be a minor repayment for the grand gifts you've given us. We embarked on this quest intending to die, foreclose upon our lives, and you have given us a new rebirth.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't die. I would have been really sad, but if you know stuff about families, that would be really useful, because I don't know that much, and I think I need to know more.
How long are you amongst our lands, the library, the Outer Kingdoms?
I don't know. I think for at least a day or two, maybe?
then perhaps instead of depositing us here, then after we revisit with our people, we can continue to accompany you, at least until you leave this place.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I can make sure that, I don't go somewhere with you again. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to just magic away with you last time.
No, it was entirely expectable. We had given our lives for the hive. We had given our lives to you.
Oh, well, then now you can go back home. And here, I can bring you back to the same hole from before. And Ro's gonna look around the library stacks to where their holy weapon was left behind.
Yes, the holy scissors.
I'll just lower them down and be like, there you go.
So, check back in a few minutes hence. We shall return.
Okay.
I'll scurry away into the hole.
I'll straighten up to everyone else and be like, they're gonna go say hi to their family and stuff, and then they're gonna come back and hang out with me for a few days while we're here. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Can my friends come and stay?
Can my friends the ants come and stay?
They don't take up much room.
But Izza, that's how you get ants.
That's how you get ants.
That literally.
Literally inviting them in.
You invite the ants is how you get ants.
There is a light trumpeting noise. It's very soft.
Oh, they must be back.
And Lefty and Righty stride back forth from the hole in the wall, the slightly cold hole in the wall. It says, "We have returned to regale you of adventure and family."
I gotta learn about Gales of family. And then down and pick them back up.
Well, you have fun with that. We're going
Carry on up.
to do other things.
Can I help with anything?
I mean, we're wandering around in the hopes we might bump into Sunkeeper, right? Faris says very quietly.
It is late, and there's only one person in the library.
Who is
Unless
it?
someone's being really, really quiet. It's the person who shushed you when you walked in, just a library.
Okay. I mean, these are big libraries, right? We could probably... or is it just very obvious that there's no one else in here?
Well, I mean, you don't hear anything. It's deadly quiet. Deadly quiet. But, sometimes someone curls up in one of those hidden corner armchairs with a book and just, silently reads. So maybe you could stand really, really still and listen and see if you hear a page turn after a few minutes.
Or just wander around and see if we see anyone.
That sounds so much more reasonable. Or boring!
Let's all just find a nice book and read.
Not that necessarily anybody relevant would come up with this, but you could ask the ants to scout out where the Sunkeeper is.
Oh,
That's
God.
true.
We doing that?
I mean, we could.
Is that the plan?
Yunu's face. Are we doing that?
So it's come to this.
First it's birds, now it's ants. What is happening with this quest?
Ants are great.
The ants are great. Anyway, Faris is just going to be like, well, there's all sorts of nooks and crannies with stuff,
They're
so we can
amazing.
go look around.
I love
Let's
them.
let's split and then we'll.
Well, Ro, might
meet
your
here.
ant friends be able to go scout out a bit like they did for Camille?
Oh, I could ask, I don't know what the Sunkeeper looks like. What should I tell them?
I can just describe her for you.
We have also established previously that the ants understand human language,
Yeah.
so they might
Yeah.
recognize the title of the Sunkeeper.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where the Sunkeeper is, by any chance? My friends need to talk to them.
We are familiar with this individual, but do not know precisely where she currently resides.
Oh, okay. They don't know where she is right now.
Could they investigate?
Yes.
They said yes.
Oh, what?
Great.
Very
Deposit one of us back amongst the hive, and we shall mobilize the scouts.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much. All right, here. I'll put one of them back down.
Do you
You put down lefty or righty?
Before they go.
Before they go. Okay.
Before they go, sorry. Faris will be like, can they only find people inside the palace? Or
Ro will just wait
They
till
find
the
people
answer.
outside the
answers.
They might melt. They might melt outside.
Should we trust this one?
Oh yeah, they're all in my pack too. So
She
they're
seems
like
to
my
be one
hive.
of the locals.
Once I
Not
guess.
anymore.
But now she lives with us in our city.
Well, the scouts can stretch out far and wide, but only hiding from the sun. That's why we must hide deep within the palace. But in the dead of night, sometimes we can reach up to, I think, what the humans call a mile away. The outer stretches of the city.
okay. Well, if you're able to locate either someone called Narul or Janan who look like me, that would be useful for me.
When we do our sorties out into the wildlands outside the palace, we need a particular target because we must go forth and hence quite rapidly.
They need a target.
I just said.
But no, you're looking people, not locations.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, part of the comedy here is them saying a bunch of fancy words and Ro being like,
They said yes.
To be honest, I kind of had a brain blank moment and was just like.
Wait until like next morning they come over with like a doppelganger of Faris. It's someone like exactly look alike.
Just a random Solari.
Random Solari, yeah.
Sorry, number 3.
the Doppelferris.
Faris.
Okay, we'll figure out the Sunkeeper stuff for tonight. But
Okay. So have them find the
Onwards.
Sunkeeper?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, do you put lefty or righty in the hole?
I'll put Lefty down.
You're leaving righty with you. A
Sure.
gamble.
Yeah, you know. Ro lives on the edge.
The sun, the Frost Weaver, lefty disappears in the hole, and a moment later, 2 Frost Weavers with wings fly out and start to investigate the reaches of the palace.
Nice.
They're gonna get all the information soon.
Well, it seems like that's one thing covered. About the rest of the tasks. I believe we have only one left that we can accomplish tonight. That one might be slightly trickier. Like Zayke doesn't want to mention it out loud, of course. Faris, any idea where we should start looking?
I mean, I don't know who I can trust to ask questions. That's the problem. If I could run into my friend from before, that would be helpful. I guess it couldn't hurt to just like inquire after, some of my old Solari friends, but I don't know if even that might look suspicious.
Sounds like a
the
job for
librarian walks over and goes, we'll say that the library is welcome to all, but if you're just going to stand around and have a conversation, really, there are better rooms for it.
We're being very quiet.
No, we're looking at books. I'm just gonna take a book off the shelf.
Also, while you're visiting the palace, keep an eye out for these little frozen ants. We have a small infestation around here somewhere.
We'll keep
If you
an
could
eye.
find that, they're very dangerous to the books.
Oh, we'll keep an eye.
We shan't let them hurt the books.
Now, did you want to borrow? And she grabs the one that Lena grabbed.
What is it?
Curse slinging and hex building, the witch's guidebook.
God damn it! Nope, that's
Yes, no, yes. We would like to take that out for a light reading tonight. Is that possible?
This is slanderous.
Of course. It's an open library to the formal guests. Of course, we'll request that you don't walk off with them. Some of these are very rare texts.
Oh, of course. No.
Of course,
Yeah, no worry of that.
Are the rarest books.
Don't worry, we're guests of the radio.
Well-
We wouldn't dream of it.
We'll return it as soon as we're done.
Yep.
She hands the book to Lena. The Witch's Handbook.
Actually, Faris is
This
gonna
is
ask her.
slander.
I'd actually be interested in
Magic.
looking up some of the documents on the site of the sun while I'm here.
On the what? Oh, sorry, Nat just had a brain
Oh.
fart. Right. Yes. So this. Actually, I'm not sure I'm supposed to officially share that information.
With me, or in general.
With your esteemed guests, but you are also some of you have history in Shamsara.
Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind.
She seems a little conflicted, just a little bit.
Tell me more about this conflict, Nat.
Fucking Zayke.
What is it that Faris is asking about?
She wants
Fair
to look
enough.
at like the books they have on the site of the sun, which is what she and Camille have.
Yeah.
But she didn't know about
Mostly
before.
Camille.
Is
Yeah.
there like
Yeah.
a card catalog?
So
We could just find
you
it
were able to
ourselves.
tell Zayke, since you said you were so astutely paying attention, she grumbled a little bit back about how they don't keep the really important texts in this library, and she was annoyed by that. So you probably can ascertain that that book is not here, and she seems reticent to share where that book resides.
Sounds like a reconnaissance mission.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Don't. And Lena will just lean over and be like, I will find you that book. She leans back.
Okay, never mind. Guess we'll be going then.
Keep your eye out for the ants, please.
Of course.
Oh, we will.
On your way out, the attendant is walking around, coming back, flipping around this map that he's found. It's like, where did they go?
Well,
We're the worst.
Oh, there you are. Here,
Hi.
rolls up the map. As requested.
Have
Thank
you been
you.
looking for us this entire time?
The entire time. Serve us with a smile.
We kind of
You are-
assumed
Know
you
where
might
our
just.
room is.
We
know
kind
where
of
our
assumed
room
you'd
is.
just leave it in the room for us. Sorry if we didn't make that clear.
but
But
hand
thank
delivery is so much more personal. Thank you very much for
Well,
all of
thank
your
you.
hard work. Sorry to have inconvenienced you in any way.
Fine. It's perfectly fine. Is there anything else you need?
No, please go
yes.
rest.
No.
Have a rest, please.
Are we supposed to tip them?
I don't.
How do things work here?
They're paid very well. Don't worry.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry for the mix-up. When most people who stay here ask for something, they want it in their hands.
Oh,
We should have made it clear.
yeah, sorry, we're not jerks.
yeah. No.
Well, that is yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. Anyway, I'm gonna go retire for the night. Have a wonderful night. The palace starts to go to
I'm not
sleep around
sure.
now, so you're still welcome to be around, but fewer people will be on duty.
Have a good night.
Good. All right. Bye.
All right, I'm just gonna say
Wow.
people here are weird.
God, it was always eerie and creepy and unsettling before, but it's even more so now.
How did? Ooh. Okay. How did you turn out like so normal?
You think I'm normal?
Well, in comparison.
No, you're
Well, I wasn't-
extraordinary.
Thank you, Lena.
Like way
I mean-
better than normal.
Mostly because most of these people are like born and raised into this, and I wasn't, so I didn't grow up around all the
Oh.
weird pretense.
So like indoctrination type stuff.
Just
That makes
it's
sense.
just the norm here. It's
Mhm.
in the palace specifically. You know.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, I'm from the Empire. I understand how that shit works.
Well, there's several types of the Empire, right? Just because you had that, it doesn't matter.
Faris, there's a beautiful skylight above this room. And you see an owl with blue accents just whoosh on by, heading
Convenient.
towards the western front of the palace, which would be the front that has your room's windows.
Oh, how convenient. Looks up at the skylight. I don't think we're gonna have too much of a problem with the other thing. Let's get back to the rooms.
Oh,
Do you want me to go find that book?
And the Sunkeeper.
should we wait for the ants while you go deal with it? I don't know.
Are the ants finding the? Sorry, no, sorry.
Yeah,
yes,
it's finding the
let's-
Sunkeeper. Just
'Cause I
come
will-
on, come on.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna take the book that I am now holding and just like push it into Zake's chest. Nick,
Sorry, it was funny.
was it?
It was.
Yes.
Thanks.
I mean, I still maintain that you use magic, but you can believe
I-
what you want to believe.
Ooh, the Witch of Survey.
That's enough from you, Butcher.
Oh well.
And I'm just
Sure,
gonna.
fine. You want to go there?
Go back to our room.
As you're approaching your room, Ro, you hear someone yelling, "Help! Help! I've been felled!" from out of your room.
Do I recognize it as the voice of like one of my ant companions?
It is a similar voice to one of your ant companions, but not the specific one that you were that you've been talking to.
Rose would be like, I know, just start hurrying into the room.
As you burst through the room, you see the window has been opened, and sitting there on the bed frame, is the Night Howler owl, and it is holding down one of these ants, pecking at the ice block, trying to get at it.
Rose just like gonna run like over to both of them and be like, no, wait, that's my friend. Still speaking like with animals,
Yeah.
so the owl can hear him too.
As you're striding through the room, the ant calls out, "Help me! I have been felled. I need assistance." And the owl just turns and goes,
That's my friend you're eating.
the owl just lets the ant go.
Thank you. I'll like sort of breathe cold air back onto my ant friend.
Yeah.
So
This unnamed ant tries to fly and can't, and just jumps down onto the bed.
Ro will go pick her up.
It's-
And...
Seems my wings have been clipped.
Oh, I bet I can fix that. Maybe. I will absolutely spend a point of AP to mend this ant.
What is
You heal the ant.
So it's come to this.
The other ant says, the story of Rose Starfall continues. Healer,
Savior.
grace, given form.
Truly the
I
best
don't know
of
about
us.
that.
The owl just cocks its head the other way. And the ant starts to spill. We located the Sunkeeper. She is currently residing in the deep chambers. We can take you there, but we do not think your path will be uninhibited.
I mean,
And
I don't know that they said that.
Rose just gonna
I don't
relay,
speak
like,
ant.
I don't speak ant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
they
you
found
do.
the Sunkeeper, but she's in deep chambers. It could
Oh,
be
yeah.
hard to
Beneath the
get to her.
palace.
I mean,
Underneath.
Heavily guarded. Probably
I
not
can-
a place where we're welcome.
Should I be a Solari? Is it that time?
I mean, I could literally cut holes in the ground for us to go through. Not
you
to
don't
like
think
take
they're
the
gonna
wind out of their
notice-
sails. Well,
You
they
don't think
close
they're
up.
going to notice holes in the ground?
Well, they close up after we go through them.
Okay.
Oh,
Big
neat.
palace. I don't know. I don't know if they know like each
I
other.
mean, like if you
guess.
if you want to play dress up, then we can play dress up. But I
Oh
just
my
figured it
God.
might be a little more
Yeah.
concise if we.
I'm sorry about the book. Okay, I won't do it again.
What? I'm not. No, I've forgotten about the book. We're fine. Everything's great.
Faris grows sick of this bickering, goes to sit next to the owl.
Yeah, I'll
That's all it
touch
took?
Look at Faris. Look at Faris. Pecks Faris once with its beak in the head.
Excuse?
Stings. And then it shifts its way to his other foot and drops a note that it had clenched in its other talon under your lap.
Ro, could you tell this owl that it can deliver letters without smacking me in the head? Thank you. Reads the note.
Eris says.
The owl opens its beak and goes, whoo, at which to Ro it sounds, I can understand her.
This owl is
Okay.
sassy.
Is
You all
sassy.
think you're better than us, don't you?
I've never said that.
No, the best human is still worse than the worst owl. Just saying.
That's what I should have said just then.
I mean, he's not gonna get any like arguments from Ro, really.
Like, objectively, owls are
Faris-
much cooler than people.
The tightly rolled note unscrolls, and it has an address in the slums and a time, which is tomorrow in the afternoon. Not in the afternoon. Like, you know, like in that time where like people argue whether it's evening or not, like 4 or
Evening?
5.
It's after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's afternoon
is
until
evening.
it's 5 is when evening starts.
I agree. I'm glad that you're sensible.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry, 1700 for you
and it-
folks across the pond.
Yeah. So no, sorry. No, actually, it would be about noon. Sorry, I've mixed myself up.
What time is morning training?
Yeah, that's what I was just
Early.
saying.
No, morning training is fucking early. That's like
Okay.
wake up with the sun kind of
Military time. Okay. cool.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, and it's signed J.
Just holds it up. One problem solved. Maybe.
The owl turns to Ro. Does she need anything else?
You need anything else?
No, just tell Janan I'll be there.
The owl pecks Faris in the head again and leaves.
I'm gonna talk to Janan about this owl.
Way out of line.
Ro's just like, that wasn't necessary.
This thing, it hurts. Like those are gonna leave bumps.
Yeah. She's like, I'm already gonna get beaten up by the Radiant tomorrow. Like, come on.
Owls are birds of prey. Like, that's serious.
Eren's gonna hit you and then be like, come on, those are my owl wounds.
Called a night howler. You thought it was nice?
I thought Janan's familiar might be nice to me.
You never asked it.
What's your deal, Owl? Why are you such a jerk?
So,
Really,
Closes
actually,
the door.
he was just really hungry. Wanted that ant really badly.
Poor baby.
Hangry owl.
Faris
Happens-
will
happens
close
to
the
all of
door and just kind of wave the note at the others and say very quietly, she wants to meet me tomorrow, so maybe I can find some stuff out.
sounds like you have a busy schedule tomorrow.
Yeah,
then,
Yeah.
big day.
which leaves us with what do we do now? Who's coming to try and speak to the Sunkeeper?
I mean, I'm probably going to be unwelcome anywhere here, so if you want to try and sneak around, you should probably do it without me.
Okay.
Well, I'm
I must show you the
obviously.
way, and their grace must come with to translate.
That is
Oh.
true.
Yeah.
Ro is now a translator.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
Now I'm
Not
just
the
imagining,
first
like,
time.
if Ro turns into an ant and can talk to Lena and Zayke telepathically,
Yep.
it's like
Yep.
ant to ant
Yep.
to people.
Yep.
Just,
Ant to ant.
I know you really want to talk to her, but if you're going to end up doing something that's going to endanger the rest of this, please just leave it for another day.
We can.
but
It's just that we know where she
if-
is now.
If things start feeling. We have a pretty good sense of when things are about to go south.
Correct.
So the moment that anything starts to be trouble, we'll eject.
Good.
I can help.
And Ro will help.
Huzzah! And the other ant goes, huzzah!
They said huzzah.
Very well.
Falwyn, I
vote-
imagine you'll be staying here with me, since you're probably also not going to be welcome anywhere else in the palace.
Yeah.
Especially in this part of the palace, which is heavily guarded.
I mean, honestly, everyone's been pretty nice. Eren and one guard. The other guard was really nice. But, yeah.
Yeah, don't believe the facade.
Yeah, I'll stay with you.
Okay.
Best.
In which case, I vote we leave. Normally, we find a place where I can quickly change. I change, and then we proceed. Yeah.
I mean, I could.
Okay.
All right, so given the time, I'm going to extract this with a roll. Nominate one person to roll for the crew, and they're going to extrapolate the result into how well you're able to follow the ant's direction, sneak through the palace, and find the Sunkeeper.
That's a lot of pressure.
Who wants to roll?
Who
Yeah.
wants to do it?
Now, keep in mind, the consequence of the roll will apply to everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
I mean-
pressure.
It is a roll.
Oh,
Wow.
You couldn't even
Please leave.
finish, Robert.
All right.
Just because of
I
that,
will- I
Megan,
will
you roll.
roll.
Yeah.
I will roll.
I can't roll just as punishment to Robert for that.
All right, Lena, give us a number.
I am
Uh,
ashamed from that.
No, 19.
Ooh,
Oh,
hell
shit!
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Hey.
That's a triumph.
The spite fueled that triumph.
All right, so you are able to follow the ant down through winding passageways and staircases and shit, dodging guards and yada yada yada, and you find yourselves in a much more plainly embellished series of stone tunnels. Not tunnels as in caves, tunnels as in bricks and shit. And as you follow the ant through the way, you find that there is a series of very small, specific book nooks filled with different tomes and literature. And you start, because you rolled a triumph, I'm going to not only have you succeed, but come upon some useful information. As you approach where the Sunkeeper is, you hear the Inksmith and the see the Inksmith and the Sunkeeper arguing somewhat aggressively with each other. Not because I don't want to play tennis aggressively with myself. The whole tenor of the conversation seems to be that they are at odds and opposition, and that the Inksmith thinks that what's happening now might change the balance of power, and he's excited about that.
He's excited about changing the balance of power. Interesting.
Usurper.
Yeah. After about a minute of conversation, the Inksmith leaves. Jalia, the Sunkeeper, sighs, and you hear a page of a book turn.
Around here about the sight of the sun.
There are a lot of books around here in the different nooks, so you start to look around. Why don't you roll another die to see how well you're able to investigate?
Okay.
How many copies of the Magpie comics do we find?
Sunkeeper is a huge fan.
Those are in their plastic sleeves.
That's cocked. I know, right? They're all 17.
First edition.
That's a full... All right, so yeah, you're able to find the nook that has information about the sight of the sun. It's an entire nook. So this is like it's like a walk-in closet, but instead of being like clothes, it's books. You know, it's like bookshelf, 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 bookshelf. And the entire section is on the prophetic abilities of Solari and in specific Solari.
Is there one like that's like Sight of the Sun for Dummies? Like the complete works of Sight of the Sun, like the abridged Sight of the Sun information book.
There is a collected works curated
if I were to take one book to give to Faris.
Yeah, there's a big fat, like, you could hurt someone with this book. A book bound in dusty leather that is old as all hell. And it is labeled as being the Sight of the Sun, collected knowledge, curated by the Dawn.
I'm going to take it and put it into my blink pack.
It's a good thing at blink pack is this book is like, it's like an atlas.
I'm just like, just put that in my bag. It's gonna be great when I take it out to give it to Faris. I'm just like, I got you something.
Hope you like reading.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take that. And then be like, lean over to Zayke, be like,
actually,
do you want to? Oh.
I think as you're investigating these different nooks, because it's not the first nook, you actually recognize that each of the different nooks is there are repeats, but they're curated by different ones of the Council of the Sun. Some are curated by the Radiant, and those seem a little out of repair. Some are curated by the Sunkeeper. Some are curated by the Inksmith, and some are curated by the Dawn. Those also seem a little bit better in repair, but still somewhat out of touch.
Interesting. I'm gonna lean over to Zayke and be like, you're gonna take point on this, right?
Yeah, sure. Just making sure no one's around.
I mean, I don't hear anybody. Bro, are you good? I know you. Are you an ant or are you a person?
No, Ro's still a person right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
One of the ants calls Illustrious Starfall.
Hi, yeah.
In the unfortunate opportune of danger, do you want us to spring to your aid, your defense?
I don't think you need to do that. I think if something bad happens, you should take care of yourselves and your hive. You need to protect your family. Yeah.
There are only 3. Are you sure there are only 3 of you amongst your number? Normally we number in the hundreds for a battle.
Oh, wow. I think we'll be okay right now, but I might need help another time.
Forsooth.
Don't worry, just...
As a as the voice of the Sunkeeper floats over. Do I hear someone talking with ants over there?
I think there's like Ro doesn't move for a moment, and then you just no.
That would be
You
weird,
hear-
right?
You hear shoes echoing down the stone hallway, approaching.
Ro like
Their
just
book
looks
closed.
panicked at Lena and Zayke, like, what do I do?
That's fine.
Don't worry.
Zayke will handle this.
Yeah, sure.
So there are 3 of you then?
Correct.
Yes. Hello.
She walks around the corner. Iza, what does the Sunkeeper look like?
Ooh. I think the Sunkeeper is quite a short and spindly looking woman. With like her sort of, where Faris has the ombre going from red to blonde, hers goes from blonde to sort of orangey at the tips, and it's sort of pulled back in like a very messy bun. And yeah, you can tell that she's not necessarily as much of a fighter as the other Solari from her build. But, you know, she still looks fairly formidable in her own way.
She stands before the nook where you are gathered. Oh, our guests.
Correct. And I am sure you are aware that we should not be here, but it is of the utmost importance that we bring you a message. And on top of that, perhaps you can give us a moment of your time.
I'm listening. You're interrupting my reading.
I apologize. I'm sure you'll find that this topic of conversation will be of your interest as well. We come from the part of perhaps an acquaintance of yours, a man that goes by the name of the Historian.
That seems like a correct response.
I'm holding my tongue.
You don't
Wise.
have to. For what it's worth.
When you get to be my age, you'll learn that needless disrespect is, well, needless.
That makes sense.
Or sometimes you're like him and you learn the exact opposite lesson.
I already see that we might have a more pleasant conversation than the one that led us here. I believe I should introduce myself first, and not by my name, but by the previous owner and wielder of the Wand of Lorelei.
So
And
she
their
looks
name
like
is
she's about
Zayke.
to interrupt you, and then she like wand.
And their name is Zayke.
Previous, you say?
And my name
Previous?
is indeed Zayke. Previous, I'm
As in,
afraid.
you had the wand and then it stopped having the wand. That doesn't happen.
Exactly. Now it does. It did, at least, for me.
You're either incredibly decrepit or absolutely stunning. Which one is it?
I think it's a middle ground between the two of them, honestly. But that's not the
Lena
point.
says with much certainty, it's like, it's the second one.
Alright, so believe it or not, this might sound a bit of a cliche. Kind of Zayke kind of looks at Lena side-eye a little bit. Why is she here to hear this? According to Lorelei, the reason why I could stop her in her tracks was because I was too attached to the world of the living, too attached to a certain thing, a certain someone. Whatever that means to you.
She adjusts her glasses. I said she has glasses. And goes, so all the other wizards were just giant nerds?
I guess. I do not consider myself a wizard. Perhaps that's why as well. My interests lie.
What
elsewhere.
do you consider yourself? I'm the Sunkeeper. What are you? What is your title?
I don't have a title. just a person walking through this world, trying to do the best, making sure that the world doesn't need him anymore.
Look who got deep.
Yeah.
Once
tends
upon a
to
time,
happen.
that was my job as well. Walk through the world and make one that no longer needs me.
I take it didn't go for the best, did it? Given that you're
Aye.
here.
You tell me, you've been up there. How bad is it?
It's getting worse. People have begun to understand what it is, not what it is, but that it exists, and people don't know what it is and start messing with it. And that's not good. And there's a different thing now, which is Lorelei seems to be more active than ever. Before I took the wand, it seemed like she was somewhat dormant. When I had the wand, I was stopping her in her tracks. But now, the current owner, I'm afraid, might not have the same sentiment towards this world.
So, you procured the wand from Arvis,
Correct.
and now who has it now?
Another man that goes by the name of Arvis von Rinth.
She blinks.
I believe it is a mantle he took upon himself. The name. No one really knows who this person is.
He's also known as the Shadow Master of the Empire.
It was good, because I thought our Shadow Master was dead.
Well,
And that's
Excuse
neither
me?
here nor there.
someone's is alive.
This is a problem.
Yeah. The reason the historian told me your name and that I should procure you was because he said that if anyone had the means to once more stop Lorelei, and this time stop her for good, it would be you.
Guess that cantankerous old fool does think highly of someone. Maybe misplaced, though.
Ashamed to hear that.
I haven't been out of this palace in decades. I haven't had to practice my arcana in twice as long. Not in any serious type. Let me consult my books. I'll return to you with the best I can offer.
Very well.
And then it's just like the anime thing where like she turns and the glasses get all evil looking. Goes, yes. Goes, Ching. Okay. And in the meantime, you're not supposed to be down here. You've given the Radiant quite a worry. He wouldn't want to know you're up to antics. She glances at the ants.
Yes, of course. If you don't tell us all, then we won't as well. But no matter what's happening here with the Radiant, I think that this problem needs solving fast. Might impact more than just Shamsara, so I believe it was still the right choice to come down here.
Maybe. Your little merry band of visitors. You aren't planning on doing anything to disrupt Eren's station, are you? He's a very stressed out boy, and I wouldn't want him to be given extra on his plate.
We are here to hopefully retrieve our friend. That's all.
I don't think.
Well, hopefully you can do that without upsetting any of my structures in place.
I
We
would be a fool
certainly
to
hope.
even attempt to lie to you, so I won't. We have a specific goal in mind, as my partner here said. If that happens smoothly, then we'll get out of your hairs and not interfere with your plans. But I'll reiterate, we have a very specific goal.
All right.
Eagerly awaiting your response.
We'll be in touch. Now, I think it's time you return to your rooms. And she lifts her hand and goes this motion and steps her left foot. And as that happens, there is a wash of greenish flame that wraps around all of you except her. And as it clears, you find yourselves back in your rooms.
Are my
Faris.
ants okay?
Oh,
Your ants are okay.
Lena, the
Ants
book
are people
worked.
too.
Where did you find? How did you learn to do that so fast?
I imagine the camera back down in the under realm. She looks over and sees the giant fucking missing slot where the book was, and goes, "Damn
Bring
it!"
it back. Yeah.
Faris intends to take that book back to Valeris
No, like-
and not bring it back
Oh.
here.
Well, then fuck it. It's not my problem. But I'd be like,
For her and Camille.
Faris, I got you a present.
Is that a new spell?
Magic.
Lena the witch, I guess.
Magic. Yes, I do magic
Oh.
now. It's magic.
Jalea
Whatever.
loves doing stuff like that.
And I'm gonna
Um.
open my bag and just pull the massive tome out of my bag and just plop it in front of her.
You found it?
Well, there was a lot of them. This one was the biggest and seemed
Faris.
to be the most complete. But there was a ton.
Faris, you have a number just boring into your head. Like you're looking at this book and like you really need to look at page 360.
Do it.
Faris will pick it up and flick to page. Did you say 300?
This book is like 30 pounds, by the way, so it's like,
She's strong. She's strong.
oh yeah. As you turn to page 360, you see scrawled in the margins, is just, "Hi sis." Okay. And that's where we're gonna leave off for the session.
My heart. My heart.
No.
How do you think he learned to do all future vision stuff? He had to learn.
That makes sense.
Baby bro.
What a baby.
I have one nice
I don't know about
sibling.
you. I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed today's session.
Yeah,
That was a
this is
lot
so
of
much fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Antics.
Antics.
Saying
die
it wrong.
for
It's not
those
antics. It's antics.
Only ants, no ticks.
Ants, antics.
Oh gosh, that was so much fun.
You know what we
Thanks
haven't done
for
in a while?
hanging out, everyone. What
What
have we
haven't
not
we done in a while?
Oh, I know what Nat's
We
about
haven't
to say.
shared something we enjoyed about the session after the end of the session in a while. I don't think it's something I'm going to do every single time, but I think it'd be fun to do today.
Sure.
And because I want to give them the least amount of time, why don't we have Nunu start? Go.
Wait, what?
And also do your outro.
Yeah, sure. Hey, thank you for being there, everyone. I'm Nuno. You can find me online wherever you find people online at jnunotex. Mainly more active on Twitter, so if you want to go there and follow me, please do. I play here with these lovely folks. Mondays, there's nothing else that I'm doing currently out there, but a few things might be in the works soon. But I'll let you know that. And yeah, that's it. My favorite bit was when Nat did the absolute monster of a callback and just decided that the book was going to be the Witching 101. I love it.
Everyone
Is it
just
wanna
likes
go?
to make Lena upset because it's fun.
It is fun. It is really fun. Yeah.
Oh, is it me next?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Izza. I played Faris Munir, the Invoker. And if you want to find me, you can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram. I also have a YouTube account, which is also called Evil Clever Dog. I'm a cosplayer and designer and fabricator, so I make lots of cool things and make videos about them, so go check it out. I also do so very many other things, including on Fridays, me and Nat are in a Spire campaign over on twitch.tv/FinTheBin. And pretty soon I'm also going to be in an Aegon podcast and a Masks podcast. Aegon with Megan and Masks with Sam and Megan. There's lots of exciting things happening. Yay. I'm also part of the Asians Represent podcast on their Critical Read Al-Qadim stream, which is every third Saturday of the month on twitch.tv/AZNSrep. So yeah, go check that out as well. As for my favorite bit, I don't know, it's just so overwhelming because like I've been plotting stuff about people from Shamsara with Nat for so long. So I'm just, I guess just getting to see how all the NPCs come to life has just been so fucking enjoyable. Do I have to just say one specific moment? Because it's just like anytime another NPC shows up.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a favorite moment from this scene. You can just pick a moment you liked, enumerate on it.
Oh, you know what? I very much enjoy Eren just like not even fucking acknowledging Faris. Bastard.
I've been really enjoying being able to employ a lot of secondhand characterization about Eren. You don't need to interact with him a lot to learn a lot about him.
Oh yeah. Like, he's definitely one of those kinds of characters. I'm enjoying seeing how you have interpreted that. So yeah, that's me.
Megan.
It's me. Hello, I'm Megan. I've been Lena. I mean, I always am, but I have been most recently Lena. You can find me any place you can find a person on the internet at MeganLynFTW. Mostly on the Cursed Bird app where I shitpost and talk about masks. You can find me obviously here with these amazing people and coming up in an Aegon podcast and a Masks podcast, like Izza said. You can find me here tomorrow night at 7 for my monthly stream Unprepared, where I facilitate jamless and prepless games for my friends. Tomorrow we are playing Anomaly, which is a tarot-based game about a shady organization investigating a supernatural anomaly. And I'm super excited. We have some incredible people coming to play this game with me. I think that's it for me. Oh, I do write games. Also, you can find them at meganlynftw.itch.io. I replenished community copies for all of my paid games today, so you can still check them out even if you cannot afford to purchase them. Please check my games out. If you like GMless and prepless games that make you feel things. Also here at No Initiative, we are proud to be Quest affiliates. So if you want to try Quest out for yourself, you can use our code No Initiative, all caps, one word, for a 10% off of your order, and also helps support us. And we haven't said it on Twitter yet, but we also newly have a little Redbubble shop that's set up with just a couple designs right now, but we're gonna play around with some fun merch type stuff. So we'll tweet out a link to that, and you can check it out if you want. Otherwise we'll just all start wearing our own merch and it'll be great.
Mine has shipped. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited to see how it looks. And otherwise, yeah, it's definitely it for me. I have talked far too long, and now I am done. And I will.
But you must talk a little more because you have to tell me something you like. A moment you like from the game.
That's right, a moment I like from the game. I liked a lot of it. It was very fun. Yeah, it feels very selfish to just be like, anytime Lena and Zayke really get into bickering, it makes me very happy. Because I just love listening. I just love their relationship because it just works. They bicker all the time and they get real bitchy, but they love each other and it just works. So it makes me happy. Yes. My partner in crime. And with that, I will pass it up to Robert Allen, voice actor.
Hi, I'm Robert. You can find me on the internet at Voices of Robert in many of the places where you can find things on the internet, including Twitter, YouTube, and here on Twitch. Oh my god, here on Twitch. That's weird that I even mentioned that. Nobody mentions Twitch, but actually, tomorrow, and every Tuesday up until I at least finish the game, I will be playing Pokemon Radical Red, a ROM hack that is ridiculously hard because I was so sure I would beat Misty last time, and I didn't before ending the stream. So we're going to be starting up trying to beat Misty tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me, and then after joining me, remember to set your clocks to then join other people that are super cool on Finn the Bin's channel, also doing the Pokemon that, you know, is a Nat a part of, on Wednesday. Yeah, I think that's it. My favorite part, I really enjoyed having both the doctors and my heart being crushed by Lena.
She's so small, but she holds so much anger, and I apologize.
The pain was so good. But yes, that is me. And I shall pass it over to our lovely, illustrious guide, Nathaniel Nattendorf III,
hi.
Esquire.
I'm Nathaniel Nattendorf III, Esquire. I've been your guide today. If you liked that, I am playing in another game on Fridays at twitch.tv/FinnTheBin at 10 GMT, 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern. I got all the time zones. Pew, pew, pew. Where I'm playing a game with a character whose name is Z and also doesn't have a name. We are off this week, but in the future. You can also catch me on Wednesdays at the Robert mentioned the Pokemon stream, also on twitch.tv/FinnTheBin that's at 5. No, that's at 3 Eastern time. I don't have all the time zones for this one. We play our own ROM hack of Storm Silver. It's a good time. And that's just really relaxed. We lean back, we crack jokes, we talk about literally anything but Pokemon. It's grand. And then of course every Monday with this outstanding crew, 6:30 Eastern time, right here. Moment I really liked. I liked so many of the things. I really enjoyed Ro's interaction with the ants. The ants, I just loved being able to bring the ants back. That was so fucking good. And then I think, because I always want to also highlight one that doesn't involve me, because that's just my philosophy on these things. Ro with Lena in the magpie outfit, and just like that little magic, like, because they're having Knight's Heart to Heart, and then Megan comes in. It was so good. I loved it. Filled my heart. Maybe next week we'll kill something. All right, Sam, go.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I am one of the admins here at the Chromatic Chimera. I'm our accessibility director. You can see me right back here on Wednesday. I will be in our 13th Age game, Woven Realm. That is our new game that features all of our admin teams. Members, so come and check it out. It's a really good time. Otherwise, all I've got coming up is the incidentals over on Protean City, and I am still working on the Curio Academy podcast here at the Chimera. You can, however, if you like podcasts, check us out here at No Initiative. We have an anchor that updates every Wednesday, so if you missed, we've been re-releasing our first season, so if you missed our very start of our adventures here, now is a great way for you to just jump on in. So check that out. Otherwise, our channel here is going to be live next on Wednesday. Today is Monday, never mind. So we've got Woven Realm on Wednesday, but on the weekend, we have a Genesis system of Mass Effect. It's a Mass Effect RPG, so check that out. And also this weekend, Chance Encounters is back with City of Mist in Is This an Education? So be sure to give that a look-see. We're gonna raid our friends over at Critical Misses today, though.
And
Make
while
sure-
that's happening, give me a moment you liked from the session.
Woo-woos in
That's
chat.
right. Yeah, ooze and chat when we do the raid. You know, give Noir especially your love. I really loved the freaking ice ants interactions. It was so good, so freaking good to have them like come back. And otherwise, I'm also just really enjoying watching everybody give the doctor shit.
Deserved.
It's so good. So that's me. And thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We're gonna get that
Thank
raid
you.
going. It was in chat. We love you all.
See you next week.